Welcome, everybody, to episode 283 of The China Show, The Real China Show. 283 is...
Southwestern Ohio. Shout out to you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ohio.
Yes, Ohio gozaimasu.
Anyway.
Let's get into it, guys. We have a lot to cover today. In fact, it's a fantastic show. I can't wait to show you what's up. So let's start with the sizzle reel.
You're just jumping right in. You don't want to, tease the audience a little bit? Tell them what's going on? Would you say this is one of the most packed shows we've ever had?
Absolutely. So
100%.
let's just show them a little bit of what they can look forward to. Just a taste.
Coming up in today's China Show.
What do you want to eat tonight, baby?
I want eggs and tomatoes.
And of course, much, much more.
Trying to be wild right now, wildin'.
Oh, big time.
Trying to be wildin'. And you know what's so funny is you might look at the thumbnail and the title, and you might say, there is no way that happened. That's absolutely going to be clickbait. It's going to be some fireworks or something. And that's where you're wrong.
It did happen.
It's crazy.
Yes.
But it's only a splash of what we're talking about.
For sure.
There's a lot of uprisings in China right now. A lot of crazy stuff happening. Particularly around the National Day holiday.
Yes.
Where everybody somehow managed to travel to local tourist destinations and not spend any money. Which is very funny because China's using propaganda efforts right now to prove, look at how many people are everywhere. Wow, the economy is doing very good, and nobody's buying anything.
No, it's just people going to take photos and sleeping on the streets.
Yes, it's pretty. That's pretty wild.
But guys, yeah, it's crazy because right now is, of course, the National Day holiday, October 1st, is such an important day for China. And it's one of those few times a year where everybody gets some time off. Anyway, we got to get into it because there's so much to cover. So should we get started?
See, look, my hat's fine. He was criticizing me because he said my Guinness hat was going out with the green screen. Look, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, we're going to talk about what's new, specifically with regards to China.
That's right. But first, everyone in the crowd does want to tell everyone else that look at all these emojis. The like farmer. Just a quick hello from Mr. Like Farmer, and it'll become very relevant in a little bit. We talk about what happened last week with our last episode. A lot of shenanigans.
You know what I think about this?
I like your little zoom in. Anyway, can you guys...
Wait, what did you say?
Put my song back on.
Sure.
Come on. Anyway, how many of these do you have?
Just enough.
Put my song on.
Sure.
Son of a gun!
All right, I'll get your song back on. There you go.
Well, a lot of shenanigans happened last week with our last episode. We'll get into that later.
Yeah,
we have some proof. But we do want to implore y'all to click like, because what that does is it seeds the feed. What you do is you got to take the seed and you got to seed the feed, and it gets it on people's feed so they can actually see the episode. Because we're talking about a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't want you to know.
Yeah.
So make sure you click that.
I'll
like
actually
button.
agree with you this time around.
Yeah, it was
guys,
bullshit.
Yeah, we had a crazy thing happen last week, which we'll explain later on in the show. But for now, can we please get back to it?
Yeah, we're trying to get to 3,000.
And also, just for you.
Now, would you like me to be the cat?
Oh no. Oh my. That's actually nightmare fuel.
I know, isn't it just?
Wow.
Anyway, back to the show, guys.
Back to the show.
3,000
likes.
In China, of course, on the internet, like everywhere else, you get memes going around and people doing fun things to get attention. And this is just something that caught your fancy this week, didn't it?
Excuse me.
It certainly
I think
did.
you sent this to me.
What?
I think you sent this clip to me.
No, you're the one who found this one. 100%.
Would you say it's a little bit of a treat?
Let's just see.
It's very hot these days.
It's
in China.
kind of hot. Yeah,
It heated
is.
up after that clip, so
Yeah.
people are obviously making ice beds.
That's actually.
Pause it real quick.
I'm sorry, but that's gonna melt, and it's gonna be so hard to clean that crap.
It is, but it was worth the whatever millions of views he got on Chinese social media and didn't get paid for them.
Yes.
Totally worth it. I will say this. China, you don't know heat until you've been to southern China.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's truly apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's like 98% humidity, and it'll be like 40 degrees C. What's it, 100 and something?
100 degrees, yeah. So like 100 degrees, and then you're like, well, maybe it's dry heat. Nope. It's the wettest
It's
heat.
a wet, tropical... It's bad. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Now, we've discussed this particular type of thing in the past.
The loophole.
It's a loophole in Chinese law. If you get into a dispute with someone and you want to punch them, you'll get into trouble.
Yeah.
So there's something else people do, and it's this. Take a look. Get my bottle of water out of there. Carries it just for this one reason. So in
I
China,
like how the other guy, by the way, sorry.
Yeah.
The other guy, he spits at him like 3 times. The kid fights back and spits once. He's like, see? See the kid spits?
Because there's a traffic cop right there. So they're obviously having a dispute, like they hit each other. They're going in opposite directions here. Neither one wants to relent, so they resort to a spit-foo fight.
That's what we call it, spit-foo.
Yeah, it's spit-foo. And it's very common in China when there's a dispute, because spitting on someone in China is not considered assault. You can't get into trouble for doing it.
No.
So you spit yourself dry to the point where you have to now supplement it with water bottles.
It's true. You know what another loophole is? If you want to hit someone on the head with a hammer, you should put a couple of bricks in between it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
think we have that around here
You can get away with it.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit of a stretch, but
That was a big stretch.
Just wanted to see it.
Okay, all right, cool. Anyway.
Help me get a piece of paper.
Pause this. I have to set this up. Actually, pause it on where you can see it.
Okay, in the next part.
Okay.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
This is... Do you remember, I said this. I said, do you remember when Chinese propaganda was a lot funnier because we could poke holes through it? We still do. We do it, but it's so much more serious and sinister now.
Yes, yes.
And we miss the days when Chinese propaganda was just trash,
Yeah.
like just hilarious trash. And I finally found one.
Yes.
I found one. It's been so long.
Sure.
This was shared out by the Chinese embassy in Malaysia. And by the way, the Chinese embassies around the world act as propaganda regurgitators.
Yes.
All their social media acts as such. And they were bragging about how this technology has now been released so that Chinese people are able to communicate with people abroad. Or you can use it to teach your kid English or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought it was we were estimating, this technology, this
must be
probably
old.
from like 10 years ago or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's brand new.
It's brand new.
Old.
Yeah, it's from July or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. They've always tried these. Don't forget, it wasn't that long ago where you had these like magical earbuds that you could put in, or there was like a little ice cream cone looking thing that you could walk around and
It translates.
translate. It's all garbage. It's basically all Bluetooth speakers that just pair to your phone, and your phone does like Google Translate through that thing.
Imagine using that and then just cutting off your breathing.
But I mean, this is so unnecessary. If you look at the setup, there's a mask, then there's a whole neck thing that goes around your neck where the computer sits.
Very Star Wars.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's just show you how it works. Yeah.
You want to go out to play?
What do you want to eat tonight, baby?
I want eggs and tomatoes.
Any more? Don't you eat vegetables?
I mean, what is this garbage?
We finish it and go back.
Okay, we'll go back. It's just so bad.
And don't like vegetables.
Baby, it's time for your eyes to rest.
我可以再晚一会吗？看准了，他的背。
Could you please tell me the way to the bank?
It's over now. Let's do the bank.
Wait, what? Can you tell me the way to the bank?
We're gonna do it.
Come on, dude. They can't leave this one alone.
Okay.
Can you tell me the way to the bank? Sure, it's over there next to the Bank of China. She asked where the bank was, and she's like, it's next to the bank. Anyway, sorry.
How far is Beijing from Shanghai?
It's 2 hours by plane.
Airport far from here?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful because this isn't a product demo for sales. It doesn't give you the brand. It doesn't give you any information.
Yeah.
It was made for propaganda to say, look at how advanced technology is in China. No issues coming here if you want to visit. Strap one of these bad boys on. You'll be able to communicate with anyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, look, a company in Shenzhen has invented a high-tech, obviously, device that
Where's the company?
covers the mouth, absorbs Mandarin, and turns it into fluent English.
Where's the link?
Yeah, a great tool for parents.
Where's
Learn
the link?
another language.
See what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
it is literally propaganda.
Yeah, the China embassy in Malaysia put this out.
Without a link.
Yeah.
Can we go through that one more time?
Sure.
I just want to point out a couple of things that I just can't believe how poor of a job
You
they
know, when
did.
you want to learn another language,
Yeah.
it's very important to notice how people's mouths
Yes.
move, you
No,
know,
you should
so that you
censor
can.
your mouth.
Yeah, because, you know, you've got to see how to form the vowels and that type
Yeah.
of thing, right? But now if you completely block that out, there's no way you're going to learn that.
Also, don't you think it would be more apt to show the demo of a Chinese person using it with an English speaker, not their kids at home that don't barely speak English?
Of course.
You know?
Yeah, but that's common sense.
Help me get a
Yeah, okay. Help me get a piece of paper. Great.
piece of paper. Do you want to go out to play?
Right on tape.
I wanna play.
What on play is what he said.
Yes.
What do you want to eat tonight, baby?
Sorry. That is the
Yeah.
stuff of nightmares.
It also seems incredibly inappropriate to call your little boy baby.
You know, because they do this in China. In China, they often mistranslate "bao bao."
yes, it's
to
Bao Bei.
baby.
You can see it's
Yeah,
Bao
Bao
Bei
Bei,
is
Bao
the
Bao,
Chinese
Bao Bei.
written there, yeah.
You just wouldn't ever say that in English because, like, you know, like in foreign languages, a lot of times people will like translate something and you're like, we don't really say that.
Yeah, it's a
they
bit
do
weird.
this all the time in propaganda
Yeah.
stuff. You notice that?
Yeah, it's true. So it literally says 宝贝,
Yeah, I know.
今晚你想吃什么? So it's like, I guess you'd say, you wouldn't, what would you say? Like, hey, kiddo.
Son,
or,
kiddo,
hey,
yeah.
kid. Or you wouldn't say, hey, kid. What would you say? Just like, I think you would just say
call their
like,
name.
yeah, you'd say the name and
Yeah.
you'd be like, what would you like to eat for
Yes.
dinner tonight?
Yes.
What do you feel like eating for dinner? But it's like, what do you want to eat tonight, baby? I feel, in my mind, like
I know,
romantic
I know.
music.
You think it's
should
gonna
be
cut to
going
the
on a
woman.
candle.
It's gonna
this-
cut to
yeah.
the woman. She's got one on
yeah,
too.
exactly. And then
They
it's
try
like,
to kiss.
Eggs and
this poor kid just wants eggs
I
and
know.
tomatoes.
But I love what he replies with. His
yeah,
dad.
yeah, exactly.
tomatoes.
Anymore.
Anymore.
I think in Chinese it says like, and what else?
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Would you
Is
like
it
anything else?
anymore?
so this thing sucks. It makes you look like a bad cyborg from a crappy movie.
It's highly regarded.
It looks like you've got one of those like neck massage
Yeah.
things. Dude.
I think you look like a Twi'lek or something from
Yeah,
Star Wars
true.
with like a mouthpiece on that
Yeah.
like filters the air. You know, you probably should be better as a air filter in China.
You know what's so dumb about this is he's holding a cell phone, a smartphone.
yeah.
And all you need is Google Translate or China's knockoff equivalent, which will be like Baidu Translate,
Yeah.
translate.baidu.com.
Yeah.
And you can just literally say into the phone, what would you like to eat? And then it will translate it into
Imagine
English.
approaching a foreigner in public wearing this. Just you're walking
They're
down
like
the street.
Sub-Zero, get over here. If I had this, that's all I would say. Is like all I buy would be like, get over here, get over here. Like Jilly, get over here.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Just over and over.
Yeah, and over.
again.
I just like walk around and it'd be like, get over here. I'd paint it yellow, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stupid idea.
Beef.
Don't you eat vegetables?
It's so threatening, and I don't even think
Yes.
that's the voice from the machine. By the way, I
You
think
don't
that's
think so?
lit. No, it sounds like a recording of an actual like foreigner.
Maybe. Don't you eat vegetables?
And don't like vegetables.
Yeah.
Baby, it's time for your eyes to rest.
I think, you know what's the most
looks up and he's like,
disturbing? What's most disturbing about this is it's like a 1-year-old kid messing around on a smartphone playing
Yeah.
like Douyin or whatever.
Right.
That's-
Yeah. Why are you letting your little kid play on a phone?
Yeah. It's
wrong with
time
you?
for your eyes to rest. You've already been doing it for 6 hours.
All right, cyborg mom. I think
Yeah.
I'll stop
Yeah,
now.
I think you're not setting a good example if you're walking around like a cyborg telling your kid to like, that's enough screen time. Okay, cyborg.
Mama, 为什么你没有嘴巴? Mommy, why don't you have a mouth?
Exactly. No, it'll go like, Mommy, why don't you have a mouth? She'll have to put it on him, you know what I mean? It'll be like, Mommy, I can't breathe. Help.
This is so
我可以再晚一会儿吗？
Then he says in Chinese.
Yes.
So why are you speaking to him in English? He
Yes.
says, let me play for a little
He
bit
obviously
more.
can't understand English, so
No.
you know, poor guy.
He's like, put this back on. I want to see you look like a psycho.
It's ridiculous. It's so unnecessary.
That must smell so bad after a couple days.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of ventilation.
No.
That's why the nose is unblocked. You probably have to breathe through the nose. And they're only
What if you have a cold?
Oh, dude, this thing is just wrong in so many ways. As a tech person, this really annoys me because it's so unnecessary.
I just love this so much.
Yeah.
Could you please tell me the way to the bank?
Over there.
Over there.
Next to the bank.
Thanks to the Bank of China.
Yes.
How far is Beijing from Shanghai?
It's 2 hours by plane.
Airport far from
Another thing, did you notice? It looks like she has to press a button every time she talks. Did you see? Every single time she's touching the device. So that's even worse. So you have to like press a button and then talk.
The little girl should be like, why is this woman in my living room asking me how to get to the airport?
And also, why is she asking me to get to the bank? And all I can say is it's there next to the bank.
She's trying to rob the bank and get to the airport. And
Yes.
she's asking a little kid in her own home.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
With a cyborg mask on.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so bank first, then airport.
My favorite thing is just how poorly thought out this was.
of
It's
course.
incredible.
Yeah,
Anyway,
here.
No, it's not.
it did remind us of it reminded us of something. Do you
Yes.
remember during COVID, there was a massive conglomerate company called Lianghua Qingwen. They literally had billions of dollars from the Chinese government to spread their bullshit traditional Chinese
It was a
medicine
cold.
pills.
It was basically a cold medicine,
yeah.
and the governments that were giving out, like, you know, when they trap people in their homes and they had to wait and get groceries from the government, otherwise they would die. They were sending them Lianhua Qingwen instead of food. So people would just had boxes of this stuff.
Yeah.
They couldn't use it. People were like smoking it, and they were figuring out games like building things out the
You
boxes.
shouldn't do that, by the way. We're just
Yeah,
this is
that's
what people were doing
that's
in
what they were
China.
doing, and it was just insane what people were doing because they didn't have food. They had this useless medicine.
Yeah.
Because they convinced the government it cured was a cure for COVID.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is not.
no, it's not. It's a cold medicine. Anyway,
And it doesn't work.
no, it's got what pseudoephedrine or something in it. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I think some of
Or
it does,
Sudafed or
yeah.
whatever. It's got the same thing as normal cold medicine.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't work for COVID.
No.
Anyway, it was banned. I think it was banned in the U.S.
Yeah, it doesn't pass the FDA. You can't sell it here
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever. Anyway, long story short, they made these huge campaigns, these ad campaigns. They were ridiculous, and they hired foreigners of all sorts.
We love it. We want to do
Yeah.
a throwback here.
Oh, yeah, this
'cause
is
it
one-
reminded me of that.
Big time.
Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby.
Dad, I hope we'll get a rest soon.
Sweaty
Oh,
pills.
so sweet. Love you, baby.
So sweetie.
Can you tell Chinese people wrote the
Yeah.
script?
Yeah, well, it's kind of lines up with the cyborg dad saying,
That's-
like, what do you
that's what
want to
I
have
thought.
tonight, baby? And then it's a little boy.
What was it? We have a soundbite from another one of these, right?
Oh,
A
of course
couple
we
of them,
do. It's over here
Jeff, take the pills, Jeff.
with a dead white ghost.
Just working out.
Oh, those are seriously my favorite.
At
era.
some point, we got to get back into
know,
them, like
I know.
re-examine them. But, you know, we've got a show to cover. So
For sure. This is just a quick thing. This is a guy
Yes.
posted a thing on Chinese internet. And he said, look, in the 1920s, Americans had dishwashers.
Yes, that's this picture. Up
I don't
here.
even have one now. I can't even afford one now.
Yeah, most Chinese homes don't have
No,
dishwashers.
they do not. You wash dishes by hand.
Yeah,
and-
they also don't have ovens.
Yes, correct. After posting this, his account was banned.
His account was banned because he pointed out a simple reality.
It's the newest. I should say it's like a very real example of the newest law that was drafted that we covered last week, which is the aggressive promotion or promotion of foreign products over Chinese. It's literally a law now. As we saw that guy get his account removed, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But anyway, you can't even say things like this in China anymore.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
crazy.
insane.
Imagine getting your whole social media. Like if I went and you know how you see people always glazing China.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Chinese public transport's better than America. Banned.
You'd get banned.
Yeah, you
by
would.
that law.
Exactly.
If,
Look,
if America had that law.
China's got LEDs in their building and we
Yeah.
don't. Banned.
Banned.
You know what I mean? It's that kind of idea.
Crazy.
Silly. Yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, he was banned. That's
Bye-bye.
That's his account gone.
Look at the sheer length of this thing.
These are nuts. I actually drove past one of these here in America recently on a road trip. But in China, I also drove past one. This is one of those wind turbine blades.
This shouldn't be on the road.
And he shouldn't be trying to overtake that, to be fair, because look, it smashed his car.
Look at this thing.
Yeah. They're colossal. They're absolutely insane.
That's so poorly thought out.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I wanted to point something out because, like I said, I recently did a road trip through China with a Chinese friend of mine, and one thing I noticed was, which I sent the footage. You put it in, right? Is that when you have something of that size being transported on the freeways, which they do on the interstates, there's a lot of.
Yeah, I didn't know this went on now. We're just enjoying.
I also love the fact that no one stopped to help the guy, the truck that crashed into him or anything.
True.
This is footage I took myself when I was traveling, and this is just entering into Utah.
Okay.
From Nevada.
Okay.
And you see they've got a big thing there, and they block the entire road for that.
Yeah.
And then in Iowa, they have a lot of these wind farms, just to give you an idea of the scale of one of those blades.
That shouldn't be going down the road.
Well, yeah. They have to transport them down the road, but if you're going to transport it, you should have all those follow vehicles to
and that was a narrow road.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's to prevent people from trying to overtake it, because accidents are going to happen. But it just shows you China has poor planning. And very poor safety standards for anything. And that's just proof over there, once again.
True.
Anyway, there's been a lot of, furore around this new Xiaomi 17 Pro, which released at the same time as the Apple iPhone 17
People are just
Pro.
making them look
like
it.
And you know why? Because the actual operating system of the Xiaomi is made to look almost exactly like Apple's operating system.
Gotcha.
However, in true form, the phones are garbage. Okay? And here's an example of a new one that's just hung, doesn't work anymore, nothing's working.
Chinese netizens have been posting these.
Yep, where the phones are just hanging. And it's also quite a joke because, the Xiaomi skipped the whole 16. They were supposed to be releasing their 16, their phone.
Okay.
And they went directly from 15 to 17, just so that they could launch at the same time with the same name as Apple.
That's funny.
And the fact that it's called Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is like, come on. Can you come up with your own name and your own design? They copy the design, everything.
You know what's silly about this? You might think this is just innocuous, right?
Yeah, it's a joke.
People are, it really happened.
Yes.
People are going around to the Xiaomi stores and putting silly photos on to make it look like the lenses are the eyes, right?
Yes.
So here you have the leader of China, right?
Yeah, Xi Jinping.
On the back phone screen.
Yes.
But what do you notice about this photo?
Yeah, well, first I want to get us out of here so that you can see the name there, Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. I'm not making that up. They just straight up copied Apple's name.
Yeah.
100%. I think what you can realize is the fact that when people post a picture like this, they censor even their hand.
We didn't do that.
No, because they're so worried. Because if you are caught sharing a picture like this, you can get into serious trouble.
Oh, your life's over.
You're not allowed to do this.
Your life's over.
Yeah. You're not allowed to make fun of the great, glorious leader.
Even in such an innocuous way.
Even like this, like a fun, interesting thing.
Isn't that crazy?
If you were someone like Andy Warhol or something and you painted like a colorful picture of Xi Jinping, you'd go to jail.
Yeah.
Even if it was supposed to be nice or art or something.
You'd be disappeared.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So they are censoring their hands because if there are any identifying features like a scar or like a birthmark or something, or just the fingerprints that they can make out from the picture, you're screwed. They'll find you.
That's so crazy.
It's dystopian. Yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
Let's move on from that nonsense.
This is dystopian. Listen, I saw this and I said, I don't want to be here anymore. No. I don't want to live in this world. Mm-hmm. Put me on a world where people don't have to do this. I'd like to live there.
Sure.
What are we looking at?
Well, okay, what you're seeing here is they're selling a device for a new breed of Chinese person, and they're calling themselves the Low Energy Rat Tribe. I'm actually putting a video out
That's
about
not
that.
A joke, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
I'm putting
what they're self-called.
Yeah, they're calling themselves the Low Energy Rat Tribe, and it's a lifestyle. I'm going to put a video out about that on the weekend. Okay, but basically what it is a lot of young people are choosing this lifestyle. Look, it's not the same as lying flat. We've heard about lying flat and let it rot, buy
Those are
land,
like silent protest movements to like actually hurt the government.
Yeah. There are a lot of live streamers that are on purpose doing as little as possible for as little money as possible. But they're not like poor. They're just like, they're live streamers. They've got a big following. They've got a lot of income. But they're trying to do as little as possible. And people are embracing this lifestyle. You're starting to see office workers and students and stuff in their spare time and during their work to do as very little as possible. But the fact is they have to have these kind of devices like this in order to support their lifestyle. Because if you're going to lie around in bed for like the most of the day, it's hard to hold your phone with your hands, right?
Yeah.
So
I just hate this so much.
Which is your worst part about this?
I hate the idea that someone can be satisfied with laying down and having everything in front of them like a hospital bed, but they're fully able people.
Yes.
They're not disabled, but they're acting like they're disabled.
Yes, that's true.
That's so, it's literally the embodiment of sloth.
It is.
And I don't mean the animal, the cool animal.
No, this is like the seven deadly sins wrapped into one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just so wrong.
It is. I agree with you. It's horrible. I don't know how. I could never live with myself. But yeah, you found this infomercial.
Yeah, so this is a Chinese infomercial. What I found funny about this is that's what you just saw with that girl, right? These devices, they're literally sheet music holders, but they like
upside down. Yeah, they like bend it and they put it is. It's just that upside down. Yeah, exactly.
No joke.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on this clip for absolute ages and finally ever.
Yeah, you have a reason. Yeah.
But yeah, it's literally like a reverse sheet music holder. Anyway, you get the idea. But like,
this is dumb that this has to exist.
I just hate it. I hate it.
Wait till you see my video tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it can go 360 degrees. That's not actually true. How are you going to do that? There's a wall in the way.
It's literally sheet music holder.
It is. That's all it is, Oh. Anyway, moving on.
This is wild. So you know the in Zhengzhou and Henan, all the floods that killed the thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah, we keep bringing this up. The one where the tunnel was flooded, where all the subway people drowned and live streamed themselves drowning on the underground subway. That place.
They haven't done anything about it.
Yeah, this is very recent, as you can see, just from the other day. Somebody said, look, these drains, even though it hasn't been raining heavily, they're not able to drain the water out of the streets, So there's nothing blocking it either. If you look, like the drain itself is not blocked. So the whole sewer system's just ineffective and wrecked, basically. Why won't they fix this? Do they want people to drown every year?
I don't know.
I feel like they do. Is it like, let's get rid of our, let's cull the masses here, send them all to that city every year.
I know, right? Doesn't it seem it's grim?
Yeah.
It's grim.
It's like they refuse to make it safe. Anyway, when you plant these supports for these bridges, you're supposed to go down quite far and you're supposed to try to get to bedrock or something like that. Not here.
There's a dude there.
Yeah, not here. You just apparently just sink it into about this much soil and then you're all good.
A lot of glazing of China's bridges these days.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we still got a ton of things, but man, am I excited about this.
This is insane.
Check it out, guys.
Just ready for spooky season. This is Hand Machine Ghost, our newest limited edition shirt. Hand drawn by Dragonella, our in-house artist. Beautiful. It is amazing. It is very special. Why don't you
I got a couple things to say about this. Now, we've just shown you the whole sort of low energy rat tribe, okay?
It's always about being
the idea of being on your phone. In fact, according to China's National Bureau of Statistics, the average between the ages of 18 and 50.
Yeah.
The average amount of hours of screen time on a phone every day is 7 hours.
More than 7.
19 minutes.
Yeah.
That's from China's official statistics. But if you dig into it, it's actually more. It's 8+ hours a day people are staring at their phones in China. And listen, this is not about being preachy here, okay? But we know that this is an issue. People are addicted to their devices. They're addicted to their phones. They're scrolling TikTok, whatever. And there's a word for that in China because this has been a problem in China for the longest time, for a decade now.
Yeah, it's kind of a metal word.
Yeah, exactly. So what they call somebody who's a phone addict is a shoji kong.
Yeah, it means you're controlled by the phone.
Yes, the kong means control.
Yeah.
So shoji kong means a phone addict, okay? But if in kind of a literal translation, you can say hand machine ghost. Okay, because you're like a ghost.
Shoji gui.
Yes, shoji gui. But you're like a ghost. You're controlled by your hand machine.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not even a person anymore. You're a ghost.
Just so you know that it's phone in Chinese is hand machine.
Yes, hand machine. So shoji, because you hold this machine in your hand. So that is what it is. A hand machine ghost is our latest merch, and I love this because it's a bit of a commentary. If you wear it, you can either wear it as
because you're a shoji.
Yeah, you can be like, you're proud of it. You can wear it and say like, I am a shoji kong. Or you're like, this is an issue. Okay? So it can be on both sides.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And this is the idea behind this is, in the 1980s, when I was still very young, skateboarding was the biggest thing. And you used to have these really awesome graphics on the back of your, skateboard, and there would always be something crazy, like a zombie with an eyeball popping out, or it'll be like space junk, and it'll be like a zombie in space, or Iron Maiden covers of their music videos. So that's kind of the whole thing behind this. Is this kind of like radical 80s kind of counterculture punk,
cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk kind of vibe. And I think it's been pulled off perfectly. In fact, I just want to rewind just so that we can look at the
awesome.
Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Yeah. So it's just such a good design.
It is.
That you could wear it completely independent of the China show and it'd be cool.
Yeah, for
Hand machine ghost, where you can see the guy's soul being sucked out into his phone.
Hand drawn, no AI involved.
Yes.
Completely hand drawn.
Yes. And the background, it says continue swiping.
Yeah. Easy swap.
It's really awesome.
I love how big it is. The graphic is so cool.
Yeah.
You can get this in a few different colors.
Yes.
And you get this in comfort colors, a premium tees. The lowest price one's only about $25.
Yeah.
So go over to the ChinaShow.threadless.com. It's going to be around not very long.
Yeah, this is a limited edition
won't
print.
come back.
Just like the Chocolate is no longer available.
Yep, that's
and the Pig Bay one, the same will be with this.
Yes.
So guys, go grab it. I mean, I'm definitely ordering a bunch because I love this design, and I think it's cool because you can wear it. It looks punk. It looks awesome. It looks skater. It looks excellent.
Yes.
It looks radical.
It does.
And as they would say in South Africa in the 80s, kif.
It's kif. It's pretty kif.
Kif, yes, kif.
I need people to tell me, did we hit the Life Farmer goal? I need to know. Let me know in chat.
Yeah. Please, because if we didn't hit the Live Farmer goal and I have to listen to that nonsense again.
We need to keep the show going. There's so much content.
Yeah.
All right, so this is dystopian as hell.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff you don't see on BBC and stuff. Like, this is real life in China right now. Their surveillance state's wild.
Yeah, now it's the National Day holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, which is important. It's like the founding of China, so they make a big hoo-ha out of this. And so when you get crowds gathering and going to places, especially if you're going to Beijing to the flag raising or something, they want to keep an eye on who's there.
Yeah.
So what they have here is they got a police guy with a massive antenna and a camera strapped to his back and a whole computer basically walking around surveilling people. So what this will be doing is this will be basically just filming everybody, but on top of that, it's probably doing the facial recognition thing and sending it to a base station so they can keep track of if they're looking for people or who's there and tie it to their national ID. Now, I wanted to tell you guys something. Okay, something that both myself and Seamilk have experienced, and it's very interesting. If you take a bus in China, okay, so this used to happen a lot. You cross over from Hong Kong into Shenzhen. Shenzhen being, mainland China. You get on a bus, like if you want to go anywhere in the country. So they've got a big bus station there. So when you hop on the bus, and the first time this happened, it really freaked me out. You get on the bus, you pay for your ticket, you sit on the bus, then you'll get like a bus attendant, I guess. It'll be a woman dressed like a flight attendant.
She says, Lila, Lila.
Yeah. And she comes with a camcorder, like a dad cam. Like
or a little Casio camera.
Yeah, she comes with a camcorder, and she will stick it in your face and film you. And film every single person that's on the bus before the bus departs. So they have to have a record of every person that is sitting on that bus. Okay, and the first time that happened, I was like, what the heck's going on? And you get used to it. Yeah, you get used to it after a while, but it's quite common for people to be filmed so that the government can know exactly who's where at what time.
Yeah, especially to like stop any sort of protests or anything like that. Be like, oh, he held up a sign. Let's see what bus he got onto.
Yeah, then they can like trace you back to your origins, find out your ticket and then your name because it's tied to your ID, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of what's going on here.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of China you're not seeing on these tourism videos.
But this gets even worse.
This is just like disrespectful to people.
Now, you know, the most patriotic thing you can do in China, the most patriotic thing you can do is go to Tiananmen Square to watch the flag raising ceremony, which happens every day.
Yeah.
Okay, and it happens early in the morning, so you have to be there like 5 a.m.
Yeah, but this is on National Day, so it's the most patriotic.
So these people are showing their love of their country to go to Tiananmen Square to watch the flag raising. That's where they get the soldiers to like throw the flag up, you know, and everybody like they play the national anthem and everyone's like all patriotic about it, right?
Yeah.
So you've got an undercover policeman here, the secret police or whatever you want to call them, with his special device taking a record of every single person that's there for the flag raising ceremony. Okay? Filming them, getting their face. Isn't that an insult? Wouldn't you feel insulted? You're there.
Absolutely.
You're patriotic, and they're like entering you into a system to see exactly
and they
who
teach
you
to be like that patriotic, and you go and be that patriotic, and they're like, no, that was too patriotic. Now you're in the system.
It's like, now you're in the system, and you're like, what, am I going to be in trouble now for doing this?
Yeah.
Why are they scanning my face into their facial recognition system? Like, what's going on? Oh, yeah, we wanted to remind you guys of the People's Legit Army because, you know, it's that time.
Yeah, it's National Day.
Yeah, let's check it out.
One of their performances.
Yeah.
National Day celebration.
Oh, yes.
You say it, bro.
Yes.
You say it. And it was National Day. National Day is China's 74th anniversary of the CCP, right?
Yes.
So here's the deal. 1949, right? China became new China, communist China.
If anyone ever tells you that China has 5,000 years of history, tell them to go jump in a lake. It's not true. They got 74 years of history or whatever.
It's true.
Since the founding of China. Because the Communist Party that started the new China wiped out the previous history on purpose.
Yeah.
They got rid of the four olds, as they called it. They went around, burned all the temples down, smashed all the old statues, got rid of all the historical records, destroyed anything of cultural and historical significance.
True.
So then they started with a clean slate.
Yeah.
So China doesn't have 5,000 years of history. It's got like 74, 75.
74
Yeah,
74th
yes,
anniversary.
74th year. And that's it. They had to start from scratch. They lost everything.
Yeah.
And that's why if you go to places like Taiwan or Hong Kong, you see the real Chinese culture. You see the temples, you see the beautiful traditions, you know, you see all the religion and all that sort of thing. China got rid of it. Anyway, rant over.
Let's have a look at this. By the way, please click thumbs up so we can hit that like goal. It's free. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can you click play here? I'd like to show what happened in Hunan during the National Day celebration.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Okay, so that is fire raining down.
And catching the entire forest on fire. And the village, by the way.
Yeah.
Why? Well, because they did it to themselves. They launched up 1,000 drones and then made them rain fire on everything.
Yes.
On purpose.
They thought it would be look at that. See the mountains on fire now. They thought, it's a great idea.
Oh, this got out of control.
Oh, big time. I mean, they thought, let's put fireworks on the drones, you know?
Yeah.
Because it'll look nice. It'll look like a curtain or something, right?
They just rained it down.
By the way, I love how people are picking up chairs. Can you see them? They're holding them on their heads?
Yes.
It's crazy.
This is such a good example, just like when the rockets come back down to Earth and crash into villages and kill everybody.
Yeah.
Such a good example of how China doesn't plan anything.
No, there's no
because
planning.
human life doesn't mean anything in China to the government.
it's dumb because if you're going to do something like this, you would plan it. You do test runs. You do safety. There are safety protocols, right?
Yeah.
But not in China. They're just like, oh, just do it.
Just do it.
Yes, exactly.
That's what they do. They just say, do it.
Do it. That's it.
And everyone screams and runs around and goes, literally everything's burning down.
Yes.
Please get my child away from these fireballs that are raining down.
It's on the people. Yeah, the people down there. Yeah, it's just
and
like...
it caught massive amounts of the forests on fire.
Yes.
It spread into the village. And it's basically a suburb of Changsha, which is a city of like 10 million people or something.
Yeah.
It's not a small place.
No.
This was an Can we say something here?
Yeah.
I don't care if you're religious or not, right? I'm personally religious, but like this is not why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because of the sheer irony.
Yes.
The amount of biblical things that have been happening to the CCP right now.
Yeah.
The Chinese government, or China in general, is so weird.
Yes.
We saw a massive explosion of toads and frogs.
We had toads.
Like millions of these things that have never showed up before in a major city.
Yes.
We've had floods, biblical floods.
Oh, yeah.
We've had political turmoil, trouble in paradise.
The rivers have run red because of all the dye and rubbish in the rivers.
We have fire raining from the sky.
Yeah, it's starting to seem like...
We had the huge, massive hailstorms of Beijing in the capital on the government.
Yes.
I mean, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
There's so many things happening.
It's absolutely crazy what's going on. But this was a very bad idea.
U.S.-based defense.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Oh, this is America's new drone disruptor. Let's see it in action.
Okay,
Company
let's take a look.
Epirus showcased its new Leonidas high-powered microwave system in a live-fire demonstration in which it claimed to have disabled 61 out of 61 drones, dropping them out of the sky.
CIA color revolution.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it was just the CCP's poor planning and putting literal fireballs on thousands of drones and then shooting them up in the sky without testing it.
Yeah.
And then raining it down on the village.
Correct.
You can't make this up.
No, you can't.
You just can't make it up.
So there are a couple of things that happened over the previous week. So we'd like to get you guys caught up, okay? On the 26th of September in Hebei, on the Beijing to Harbin Expressway, trucks and cars for hundreds of meters caught fire.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane. Look at
Look at how long it went.
Pillars of smoke.
It's like a kilometer down.
So you can see here burnt out EVs. You can see like oil tankers. You can see like all sorts of things. On the 29th of September, in Dandong, let's give it a
Port of Dandong.
Port of Dandong. Port of Dandong.
Yeah, in Liaoning.
Wow.
One of their public fancy EV burn your driveway public buses caught fire. And these things are so dangerous and hazardous, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You very rarely see news coverage of the sheer amount of electric vehicle fires in China because there are so many. It's incredible.
That was electric, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've ridden on those electric buses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
Anyway, pretty worrying to see that.
Wow. That's wild.
So yeah,
that strikes me as more of an ice fire. You know, the way it looked.
An ice fire?
You know, like a
an ice
internal
fire. No.
combustion engine.
No, that's
because it wasn't like
not.
going,
Yeah,
you know,
sure,
like
sure. Okay, on the 30th of September in Fujian, restaurant fires that happened here, it sparked a massive fire that burnt down an entire neighborhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't just the restaurant.
No, you'll see.
It took off, right?
Yeah.
It's because everything's so cramped together.
And also very poor safety. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
When it comes to things like fire inspections, everyone's paid off.
Yeah.
You can see it's starting to catch the whole sort of area on fire.
Well, that's where you get the fake fire hydrants and stuff.
Yes. That don't work. Yeah, on the side of the road, the fire truck turns up. They try to like plug it in, and it doesn't work because it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not connected to anything. Yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah. People are asking about that bus. Why didn't it have battery ejection?
Oh yes, why didn't they eject
the battery
into
the crowd?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they rained fire on their people. So
yeah. So you can see this fire really spread.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, everything is just so tightly packed.
It is, and again, the firemen, although like I'm not trying to knock them for trying, but they're not very well equipped or trained, and it's just difficult for them to gain access to these places because of the way things are set up, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have like, oh, fire lane, don't park here type thing.
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
find
Like
here.
people will park there.
Yeah, you just
clog it, and they won't get out of the way.
No, yeah, it's impossible. Okay, this happened, dude. This happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. There is something going on.
Yeah, we don't know. This is in Jiangmen.
Yeah, Jiangmen, right? So, yeah. And Guangdong has been having this chikungunya virus, but this might be something else.
Yeah, well, because you can't get chikungunya from eating meat or.
It doesn't matter though. As far as the Chinese government was swabbing fish and rocks and truck tires for COVID,
true.
they don't understand how this works.
That's true.
They just try to just disinfect everything.
True.
So they're spraying mosquito poison on.
Well, you don't actually know that it's mosquito poison. We don't know what they're spraying.
Yeah, but it's disinfectant.
It's something bad.
It's it's disinfectant of some kind. It's poison. It's not.
Yeah.
It's there to kill mosquitoes, so therefore it's probably not good to ingest.
Probably not.
Would you say so?
Probably
something
not.
that kills another living thing is probably going to be unhealthy for you.
Take some DEET.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's like, oh, I'll use DEET as deodorant and
deodorant.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, as a breath freshener. But I mean, take a look. They are spraying it directly on the meat and on the vegetables and stuff in the wet market. It's absolutely ridiculous. Take a look. That's in the wet market. I mean, come on, guys. And people are going to go buy that meat. You know?
True.
We'd had this massive vendor uprising. Do you want to fill people in on this?
Yeah, so I got a couple notes here.
Yeah,
there was,
note it up.
In Yunnan, in Kunming,
Yeah.
there's a clash with urban management officers. These are like the police thugs that are paid by the government to do the dirty work of the CCP, clear out roads and do all the stuff the police aren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it got crazy, dude. There was vendors that were like, yo, we're setting up a night market here. It's a tourist area, right? And the government was like, nah, right?
Yeah.
So the vendor's like, no, you're cutting off. The economy's doing really bad in China.
Sure.
You're cutting off our only income source, right? So it turned into an all-out war.
Yeah, between the
with
city
local
management,
government,
it
was crazy. I think it was 800 vendors, so like thousands of people were involved.
Yeah.
And it was just a huge clash. It was nuts.
Yeah, another thing that happened, in this past while.
Yeah, we had missed this.
Is someone allegedly blew up a public security bureau in Hebei.
Yeah, it's basically our CCP office.
Yes.
They blew up a CCP office.
Yes.
I can't confirm this, but this is something that was going around.
Guys,
this is bad.
we got to talk about this quickly because last week our episode got age restricted. Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, in YouTube, in the YouTube sphere, I'll make this big here. If a video gets age restricted, YouTube kills it. And I mean, it kills it for a number of reasons, because if it's age restricted, you cannot see it unless you're signed in. So if anyone's just randomly browsing YouTube on a browser and they're not logged in, they won't be able to see it. It doesn't show up for them, and they stop recommending it because it's age restricted.
So half of you, we know half of you didn't get it fed to you.
Yeah. Now, this is very strange because we appealed the age restriction, right?
Yeah, so I'll show that in a
pretty
second.
much immediately.
So first, you can see the age restriction. It says age restrictions kept in place. It says, after reviewing your content, we've determined that Chinese citizens strike back should continue to be age restricted. So I'm like, why?
Yeah, we wanted an explanation from YouTube. What was it in that video that got it age restricted?
And I'll tell you why we wanted to know that.
Yeah.
If it tells you, then in the future we know what to avoid.
Yes.
Because I combed through the episode and post for hours.
Yeah.
And I said, they're not telling us in the creator studio.
Yes.
I don't know what was wrong because there's nothing bad in that video.
Sure.
There's nothing that breaks the rules. So I go and I reached out to our YouTube partner manager.
Because we appealed and they said, no, it's definitely age restricted. It's going to stay age restricted.
And I said, listen, normally if you upload a video and it gets age restricted, YouTube will tell you at 7:03.
Yeah.
You can see graphic violence of a policeman beating up a elderly lady.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, right?
And then you take the L, you're like, okay, that's my bad.
Yeah.
But
they didn't do that.
Yeah.
So the partner manager, he's very helpful, by the way.
Yeah, he escalated it.
He escalated it, and he said, listen, I'm going to escalate this. We'll see what's up.
Yeah.
Comes back, and he's like, I got it unage restricted. Now, this is after days. So this is the video's dead. Like, it's not going to be fed to people again, right? So we've lost all of our income.
Yep.
We've lost all of our viewership.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt the algorithm in the future because what YouTube will look at in the back end and say, oh, this video wasn't very popular. Meanwhile, it was age restricted. He comes back and says, oh, actually, it's fine.
Yeah, it didn't break any terms of services, so we've released the age restriction. And we asked, like, why?
I said, why?
They couldn't give us a reason.
They wouldn't say, and I'm not blaming him.
No, it's not,
he was
not his fault. It got escalated, but here's the thing. And this is our guess as to why it happened is. Last week, we spoke about that very sensitive issue.
That China thinks is very sensitive.
Yes, exactly.
Which was, I think I have a picture of Yu Chengfeng, right?
Yes. Hu Chengfeng, as you know, is that kind of online hero who was...
become a martyr.
Yeah, who's become a martyr now because they blocked and deleted all of his accounts. We brought this up, and because it's probably China's most sensitive issue at the moment, we believe that they mass flagged the video and possibly tried their best to influence perhaps people working within Google. Well, that's
we have no idea. Though.
Again, that's just a guess. It's a guess because there's nothing else that makes sense as to why the video would suddenly be age restricted.
Yeah.
And then after we really dig into it, they're like, actually, no, it shouldn't have been age restricted and they're unage restricted. And then don't give us a reason why it was age restricted in the first place.
Because if you think about it like this, right?
Yeah.
What makes sense here is that if you are the Chinese government and you really don't want people to know about this guy's story, who, if you missed the episode, he basically he made an allegory to the classes of Chinese society based on Android and
Android
Apple.
person or an Apple person.
And he said we shouldn't be demonizing Apple products just because we're Chinese. And it is a whole thing.
Yes.
He's had a bunch of run-ins with the government in the past. Huge thought leader, a key opinion leader in Chinese society, very smart guy. Mm-hmm. Completely deleted. We call it digital death.
Yes.
He was digitally murdered.
Yeah.
Right? All of his stuff's gone. No one knows where he is.
Yeah.
This is not some little account, right? So we know that China cares about that the most. What China effectively did was we usually get about 250,000 views, right, on our live streams. Mm-hmm. We ended up getting 125,000. We got exactly half.
Yeah.
What they effectively did was cut that video off from new audiences, so only our old audience would have seen it, the 125,000 people. Mm-hmm. And so they prevented half of the people in the world from knowing his story. And that's a job well done.
Yeah, that's what we suspect. Yeah. So anyway, moving forward, we're going to make a mention of him in every single episode going forward.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small one. And that's simply because we know that you only take flack when you're over the target.
Yeah.
Okay. And when the Chinese government, and we believe, exactly. And we believe quite honestly that this was some kind of effort on behalf of the Chinese government and all of the 50 Cent Army and so on to try and suppress this video. We believe this is what triggered them. Mm-hmm. And therefore we will continue to trigger them because we know it's important.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is also a little bit of a, I don't know. I wouldn't say warning is the wrong word, but this is just a notification to the 50 Cent Army and the detractors, and also to YouTube, is that the more you try to censor us, the more we're going to talk about it, and the more we're going to make a big thing out of it. Okay, so please just bear that in mind. And thank you for bringing to our attention how important Hu Chengfeng is, and we're going to continue to share his story.
Clearly very important.
Yes, thank you for your attention to this matter. Let's move on.
Yes. Anyway, please click like on this
We would
video.
appreciate that.
And we need to, what I wanted to finish is, I want you to know how important our patron supporters are.
Yeah.
Because you guys literally are the only reason we can do this.
Yes.
We can't do it without you. I'm not, you know how people are like, I couldn't do it without your support. We literally couldn't do it without your support.
Yeah, because we can weather the storm every time we get hit and suppressed and so on by the Chinese government because we have such generous patrons backing us up, and we appreciate it so much.
The other thing I wanted to say was, in this case here, like with what we just talked about, if you can't afford to support us on Patreon, at least click thumbs up. And I'm not doing Like Farmer right now for this. Please click thumbs up, and I'll tell you why. We have to repair the algorithm because they hurt us so bad last week. Mm-hmm. We have to make sure that this doesn't come back.
Yeah, don't put on the Like Farmer hat, otherwise you.
I'm being serious though. Like, there's a reason I ask you to do that, and that's especially after last week's shenanigans with what happened.
Anyway, back to the fun stuff, guys. This week, Monday, if you were a part of Shaban Ho, our secret show, this is what you would have seen. Let's see.
There is a lost dog poster next to the dog meat restaurant.
Do not Narendra Modi. What is this? Cancel. I know. Japan, Rus, and Russia. Do you understand?
When they tried to ban social media, that's when it kicked off.
The scenes of Nepalese government buildings set ablaze were reminiscent of other successful uprisings in Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
How many
And it's like 1,142 episodes, and it's still continuing. They actually ended up throwing a couple of them in the river, I think.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see how they've been playing this, and we've been kind of tracking it.
Yeah.
So, on our Patreon on Monday, we actually analyzed very deeply the recent revolutions that have been happening in Nepal, also in Indonesia, and then actually all around South Asia and Southeast Asia, and why China doesn't like those, why it needs to control the
they're
narrative.
terrified, and what their reaction was to the whole Nepalese uprising. We showed the whole One Piece revolution that they're having in all these different countries. It's very interesting.
Most importantly, what we did was we took what the state said in China about these uprisings, and we took what the Chinese people said to humanize their responses. Because Chinese people are not dumb.
Yes.
They know what's happening.
Correct.
And they supported a lot of it, and they got to look in the mirror a little bit.
Yeah.
So we analyzed. I think it's a very useful video if you want to know about geopolitics.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have 169 episodes. If you sign up for our Patreon, you get access to all of them.
Yeah.
All of them going forward. Go ahead and click the next thing. There is a $5 tier, which gets you access to our Discord, our $10 tier, which gets you access to the episodes, and our $20 tier, which gets you access to the live versions of the episodes.
So the $10 tier is like directly after the live shows ended, we release it to the $10 tier.
Yes, but if
so
you
get it same day, just
if you want to be part of the live, we do name giveaways, we do all kinds of. It's a very democratic event.
Yeah, it's great. It's so much fun. It's our favorite part of the week. But listen, we understand it's a big ask, so only if you have the means. But to those of you who do support us, we greatly appreciate it.
You don't know how much that, like, especially after what happened last week.
Sure.
It's a big wake-up call. You guys are what we need you.
Yeah, thank you.
And we try to provide a very entertaining stuff that we don't normally show on YouTube to you on Mondays. And everyone that's there usually says it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah. Anyway, guys, it's Soft Power Hour. It's our main segment of the show. Still got a lot to cover in this show. In fact, we're not even halfway through the media pack. What's going on here? Beijing Fashion Week, hey?
Beijing Fashion Week, yeah. Let's have a look. This is around the same time as the, National Day stuff leading up to it.
Yeah. So they're having a big thing going on there.
If you pan to the left a little bit, you'll see that China, despite running billion-dollar campaigns to say America is full of homeless drug addicts, has their own issue.
Of course.
Even though they pay foreigners to walk around empty streets at 3 a.m. saying, "I can't find foreigners."
You mean
I can't find homeless people. Yeah. They pay foreigners.
Oh well, I thought China didn't have homeless people under the bridges there
in the capital main area, city square.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is interesting that.
Very interesting.
Of course, it's absurd to think that a country like China with that many people doesn't have homeless people.
Look at LA here. Oh, wait a second.
Sorry, that's China.
LA.
That's Beijing, China. Actually.
That's Beijing.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, crap. Look at, man, I can't believe LA is so. Oh, no, sorry, that's Beijing.
Yeah. To be fair, it probably doesn't smell like urine.
Have you been to China?
Yeah. I take that.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard of my life.
Yeah, okay.
What?
I take that back. Because I'm just saying the tent city. Maybe because you're so used to the Dutch, like the overall ambiance, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
my gosh, that is interesting. Yeah, a lot of these people just didn't want to pay for hotels.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
traveled for the National Day.
This is also another slap in the face to the people that show all these crowded areas and they say, look, China's economy is doing so well.
They didn't even pay for hotels.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, when you see these crowded areas, do you see people buying things? Do you see them carrying shopping bags with goods that they bought?
I mean, there are people doing it, but the vast majority of people in China are hurting right now.
Look, the National Day holiday is one of the there are 2 times a year, Spring Festival and the National Day holiday, when you can really travel, you know? And so they travel and they go to their local tourist areas, or they travel to a tourist spot, but they go there and they spend as little money as possible. They just go to see and take photos. They're not there to spend money. No. By the way, this is really good because this look at this picture. What do you notice? What do you notice about this picture?
Look at all the hand machine ghosts.
Look at the hand machine ghosts. You're on a camel. You're freaking riding a camel, but all you can do is like look at your phone.
You're on a camel in a line.
Yes, I mean you're on a camel queue.
You know, I wish we had thrown this footage in, but we actually spent a lot of time with Mongolian people herding real camels, not tourist camels,
dude, we have
in
to
the
show
middle
that.
of the grassland because China does have real experiences, and the government doesn't want you to have those experiences. They want you to line up like this.
You know what? We have all the raw footage that wasn't in the documentary of our GoPros and stuff of us herding those. We got to put that on the show.
We should.
I
not
think people
not hurting. We're herding.
Herding.
Yeah.
Like a herd.
Yeah. H-E-R-D.
Yeah, but I would say hurt. Would you say herd? Like, I mean, if you were using the word hurt.
Hurt, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have said hurting if it was hurting. I wouldn't have said hurting if it was...
No, I'm just making a joke.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I know. We're hurting the camels.
For sure.
Yes. Anyway.
They're hurting the camels.
They're hurting their eyes.
Look at what's with the freaking bandit face?
That's common.
What's the bandit attire?
Tom and Pa, Taiyang.
I know.
They're scared of the sun.
Can I go off on a tangent before?
Sure.
I know we have tons of material.
Yeah,
This will take me 10
Do
seconds.
your tangent.
The same people that hate Islam and have so much xenophobia, right? The Han people are taught to hate, right?
Yeah.
They hate all this kind of stuff. And they would, if they saw someone in a burqa or something, they'd lose it. It doesn't matter where you stand on this issue. It's the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You're wearing your own tan-ass burqa.
It is a
aren't
tan
you?
burqa, yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, you know, the whole thing is, if you're going to, by the way, every year we see this. Every year there's a warning about don't do this. And every year people do the same thing. Why would you want to do this? What is the purpose?
I don't know. It's scary.
Yeah.
And stampedes do happen, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are like, oh, trying to so organize. Remember what happened in Shanghai?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
How many people? Hundreds of people.
Yeah,
died
lots of people died in that particular one. Guys, now the thing is, because it's National Day holiday, and China's very unplanned when it comes to this, because they don't stagger holidays. People don't take like, I'm going to take a couple of weeks off and like maybe plan my holiday around it. No, it's like these national holidays, everybody must get time off. Okay? But it's like 7 days in this particular one. So you get 7 days off, right?
Yes.
And then over the Spring Festival, you get X amount of days. So everybody hops in their car, like as soon as the holiday kicks in, they hop in their car, we're going to the whatever tourist area, okay?
Just play it.
We wanted to show you some shenanigans. Now, when it comes to road rules, they're a suggestion more than anything else in China. And people love to go in the emergency lane because that's just like they don't want to queue up with everyone else.
It's called a sucker lane in China.
Yeah, sucker lane.
S-U-C-C-O-R.
Yeah, it's the sucker lane.
And we didn't make that up. That's
no,
actually
that's
what it
and you
says
see
on
the sign, sucker lane.
We're like, what?
Yeah, take a look at this guy. He wants to be a sucker. He's like, F this. I'm just going to go in the sucker lane.
We saw this happen a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, you obviously have no freaking eyes because you didn't see that guy coming down the sucker lane.
He was in the sucker lane too.
Yeah. So they both deserved it. They both got what they deserved. And that's like a Schadenfreude clip.
And this happens a lot, as you can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
This happens a lot during the holiday period.
There's a lot of people who get smacked in the sucker lanes, you know?
Because they're,
they just keep going.
Advantage. This guy is ready to roll.
Yeah.
I mean, this happens a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that guy he's taped.
Yes, he is. Dude, I've been exactly here.
Yeah, me too.
This is right near this is trying to get out of Guangzhou. Okay, so look at these guys. 68 miles. So they traveled 110 kilometers, which is 68 miles, in 12 hours.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yep.
And this is what happens when you get everyone trying to go at the same time. And it's infuriating because, look, I've been in some bad traffic in America. Like you go to LA or something and you're like, this is the worst thing in the world because I had to drive 4 or 5 hours stuck in this to get from one area to another or something. And you think it's the end of the world. But then you remember, actually, no, this is like a spring breeze.
It is.
It's amazing because at least the cars move.
I've been in 13-hour traffic jams in China that didn't move.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're stuck there. And there's nothing you can do.
No.
It's ridiculous. And you in your mind as a Westerner, you're like, well, at least the police or the emergency services will go sort it out and clear the blockage or something. Yeah. But no. It just kind of stays there. Nothing happens. So these poor guys have been stuck for 12 hours and traveled only 68 miles. So we wanted to show you what some people tend to do in these situations. They start playing mahjong on the road.
Because this just doesn't move, right?
Yeah, this guy ordered takeout
from the locals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. What are these? Were they playing cards?
When you watch it in like little bursts, it's like, oh, this is kind of fun.
They're getting drunk.
You don't realize they've been there for
10 you don't want to be stuck on the road for 12 hours.
There actually have been in Beijing. I think that maybe last year there was one that was 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. They've had ones. Remember there was that one that lasted months where those trucks were backed up?
Oh, yeah.
And they were actually stuck there for months.
Yes,
it's like, what the heck?
Yes.
It became a thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's play some hacky sack.
Sacking around.
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah. I mean, he's got his Bluetooth speaker and he's like, may as well.
Yeah.
I don't quite
understand. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's doing he's trying to scare his friend, I guess.
Do you think so?
I think he's losing his mind.
I think, I mean, I almost lost my mind.
Yeah, me too. You go through periods of grief and anger.
Yeah, I went to go pick up a motorcycle and I just went from Shenzhen to Guangzhou and I got stuck for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And it's normally a 1 hour drive max.
Yeah.
And I got so mad. And people were also playing badminton and stuff on the side of the road. They're just, nothing to do.
Nope.
Yeah. I like how this guy set up his little cooking thing. He came on the side. It's pretty enterprising.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll find ways.
He's singing karaoke. He's got his little karaoke machine on the back of his car there.
Nice. Making the best of a situation, I suppose.
Yeah.
The rice cooker. How did they run in that? They probably have an outlet in there.
Yeah, they probably have an inverter in the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just chilling out, eating their home cooked rice in the back of the car because there's nothing else to do. Go take the dog for a walk.
The poor dog trapped in the car for 12, 15 hours.
This guy's making his food on his truck tire, or his truck gas tank, sorry. Yeah. Great, dancing eyes.
Eye dances. Uh-oh. When they show up, things are going down.
You know what I hate about this is like, everyone's doing this garbage, right? So that if the traffic was even going to move, it'll take people forever to get back in the cars and pack everything back, and then it's like they
snake for like 100 kilometers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some of these jams.
It's insane. Yeah. What?
That is wild.
Yeah. What's going on here? I guess he delivered food, or he ordered food. I guess. Yeah.
All kinds of commerce happening. Trying to stay alive. Stay sane. What is this? Home Alone? And they're in the van.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is like an emergency car trying to get past everyone.
He'll get stuck at some point because the sucker lane.
Yeah, the sucker lane will be full of people. This drone footage here actually shows you Qingyuan, the Guangdong traffic jam. Been on this road, so have you.
Yep.
And you can just see how far it stretches. It's all gridlocked and it's not moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when you think, it's probably just down the road, like maybe it'll clear up. But then when you see this, when you see that it's actually just... It's not moving for like 100 kilometers or something. You're like, I guess I'm just stuck here.
Yeah.
And of course, lots of accidents happen,
Yeah, it becomes a nightmare. Because people lose it, right? You start moving again, you're like, I'm going to make up time, right?
Yeah, you try to take chances you shouldn't take. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, and of course, this is also the reason for a lot of these backups anyway, these accidents.
Oh, for sure.
Somebody will have an accident.
And it's someone in a sucker lane trying to take over.
Someone trying to break the rules, as usual. I once got stuck in this massive traffic jam, and, on a motorcycle, so I could get past it, right? So I rode, and it must have been like a... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll take it back. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's really loud. Sorry. So there was this massive traffic jam. Must have been 45 minutes I rode next to on the side of the road in the dirt with this traffic jam. And I get to the front. And you know what caused it? There was like a 4-way intersection. And nobody wanted to let the other person in. That was it. There was no accident. There was nothing. It was just because there was a 4-way intersection and this guy didn't want to let that guy go past. So it became this ridiculous gridlock thing.
That's oftentimes what it is. And people won't wrong.
Yeah. They don't allow.
Wrong. I remember I got into a taxi in Beijing.
Yeah.
And the taxi driver, taxi drivers are usually very honest.
Yes.
And we were driving by a traffic jam on the other side.
Yeah.
And you could see it was literally caused by that. And he said in Chinese, he goes, 我们中国人不知道让是什么意思. He says, we Chinese people don't know how to let people in.
Yeah.
Because that was what the jam was about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very chaotic.
This didn't need to be censored.
No,
it's just smashed cars. But we were just like, we're a little shy after last week's stupid freaking age restrictions. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway, so you can guess that it's fairly chaotic because of this National Day holiday. And how much more of this
we don't have to watch
censored
let's
accident footage do we have? Oh yeah, this is an EV catching fire.
Yeah, in the traffic the traffic.
You know that's just gonna really mess things up.
For sure.
Anyway, Slapaganda time, guys.
Oh yeah,
my favorite time.
What do we got?
And you know these stupid autonomous delivery vehicles that they've rolled out in China. Now,
they're everywhere.
Remember when they first rolled it out and everyone was making a big propaganda hoo-ha.
Yes.
And they were like, wow, this is incredible. Look at China's got these robots that'll deliver things. And it made for good propaganda.
It did.
And they work to a certain degree. But just like everything else, it's done for effect and then it's kind of just left to its own devices and then it just sucks.
Yeah.
And it runs down and it doesn't get kept up or anything. So let's take a look at what they've been up to recently, you know, now that they've been left to their own devices. Let me play this. By the way, what you're seeing there is in China, in the slightly more rural areas, and when I say slightly more rural areas, it can literally be a 20-minute ride out of a big city. Farmers, like local small-scale farmers, what they'll do is they'll dry their produce on the road. Okay, because they need to dry their corn or their wheat or whatever it is, right? So they harvest stuff and then they go, you see them, they like, you know, raking it
Harvesters of sorrow.
Yeah, exactly. They like rake out, in this case, that's corn, obviously. They put it on the road because it's the best place to dry it.
Free land.
But it's very inconvenient for, if you're on a motorcycle or something, you come up to like just corn on the road. Now you have to try go around it, but now the oncoming traffic you have to wait for.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Obviously, these guys don't care.
Been through that many times.
These guys don't care.
Oh. They're supposed to stop.
Look, it's on the dude's corn. Like,
dude's like, stop!
Yeah, stop ruining my corn. This woman's like, don't you dare. It's like,
is he doing a burnout?
Yeah.
China's not so
No. I mean, yeah, they're not very good.
Freaking clankers.
Look, it just smashed into that dude's like tricycle.
Yeah.
It doesn't know where it's going. I love how this thing can't get over the speed bumps. Okay, I just want to point this out. You've seen here, and we've shown in previous episodes, they'll drive through a gate.
Yeah.
They don't stop. They're like, the sensors on these things are trash. Yeah. What kind of a garbage sensor can't even pick up?
It's going to run people over.
Yeah, it can't even pick up that gate.
No.
What if that was a child, once again, you know?
Yeah, a little kid would be about that height, right?
Yeah. It just literally rams into it and keeps going. It doesn't even like stop. It's like there's resistance, but it doesn't stop. It'll just keep going.
Now they're showdown.
Yeah, they're
just
just like,
showdown.
Yep. They're so dumb.
They're mad dumb.
Yeah.
All this robot stuff coming out of China is very dumb.
That's the problem.
Like consumer robot stuff.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It's made to work, but it's not made to work well.
No.
Because it doesn't know how to overcome these situations. Why is it going into oncoming traffic?
Dude, it's going to cause these like miles-long traffic jams that we just saw.
It's true. Yeah. The whole thing is like, you know, when you understand electronics and robotics and stuff, if it hits something, if it makes impact and there's resistance, it should not try to keep going forward.
No.
And you see in a lot of these clips, like we just previously saw, it hit the barrier.
Yeah.
And it still tries to push forward.
It's true.
That is absolutely terrifying. Look, it literally is trying to go the wrong way.
The truck's like flashing it like it's going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no one in there, bro.
Yeah.
Just run him over.
Yeah,
it's just a clanker.
Exactly. And it's like trying to crash into the truck. It's trying to go in the wrong lane because it's like, I'm not going to wait in traffic. What a piece of garbage. You know, like you've got a trunk of your car and it automatically closes. If it detects your hand in there, it stops and it goes back up.
Yes.
Well, with this thing, it would detect your hand and then push more.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Look at this thing's ripping.
Look at all the landmines, by the way.
Yeah, there's tons of delay.
If it rains, those things fill up with water, and you're going down.
Yeah. If you step on them, it splashes all over you. So this guy's ripping around in this parking lot.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go this way. Onto the road, doesn't stop, just goes directly in, then kind of goes in the middle, gets confused, and then just stops.
Why?
Because they suck. Because they're rubbish. And it's just like those...
Dude, China's in the future.
I mean, that's the thing. I remember, like now you see all the humanoid robots and they're like, China's living in the future. This used to be this. They'd be like, oh, look, China's autonomous like delivery vehicles. China's living in the future. No, dude, China's just got a bunch of crappy remote controlled things that don't work very well.
True. And these things will be trashed in a couple of years. They'll be like, that was a bad idea.
It already is kind of
It doesn't work.
They're causing so many problems and they're so rubbish. Yeah. I mean, China will not release the statistics of how many fatalities have been involved with these things, like running over kids and stuff. Because that happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just blue sky there, though, at least. Sky don't lie.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes both ways, guys.
Yep.
Sky don't lie.
Occasionally, China has good blue skies. It does happen.
It does happen every now and then.
Yeah, it's far less than most other countries, but it still happens. Man, this is a long clip.
Well, why don't you skip through it? Because we have so much freaking important content coming up.
I don't know. I kind of I'm enjoying watching this thing just sit there and not know what to do.
It literally looks like a still photo.
It does. Oh, yes. Ooh. Sorry.
That was a violent spaz on that, Robert.
Okay, this is important, guys. Massively important thing that I uncovered yesterday.
Yeah, this is big. This is a big one. I think this might get picked up by journalists.
I hope so. There's this account called Johannes Maria Luo Yuehan.
We'll go over it in a second.
Yes, that posts only Chinese propaganda on Twitter. That's all that account does. It's pro-Chinese and anti-American propaganda. That's all it does. Okay.
Just 1 second. I don't want to do this, but we did. Everyone's mad at me.
Oh.
We got over our goal of 3,000 likes. And you know what that means?
Yeah, I know what that means. That means
that means if you guys can really help us out, we'll try to get to 6,000 before the end of the show. Thank you very much. Please click thumbs up. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay, the like farmer actually worked. Okay, fantastic. Let's get back to this. So this guy, I should say this account, because look, the avatar is an AI avatar. You have that all in there. Okay. Posted this video. And let's read the caption. This video showcases the miracle of China's infrastructure. The highways winding through the mountains like a giant dragon are truly awe-inspiring. Okay.
Look at the video.
Look at the video.
Can you get us out of there?
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to rewind because I want people to see it from the beginning. So we can watch this autonomous thing. Yes, autonomous thing standing there doing nothing for a while.
You gotta rip through that, dude. Okay.
Oh, well, we get to see this one more time. Okay, I'll get us out of here, yeah.
I want you guys to watch the video on the right. It's important.
Yes, okay. First of all, notice that the tunnels literally go nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay? There's like tunnels everywhere. The cars themselves disappear from time to time. They merge into each other.
Yeah. Their cars aren't real, by the way.
If you were to look at this, if you were to stop and look at any frame of this, you would tell that it's AI.
There's nothing real.
Incredibly bad AI. In fact, we ran it through this Hive moderation website, which, we didn't need to do this, but it proved that it was 99% AI generated. Anyone, that's that 1%, right?
0.1.
Okay, that 0.1. Yeah, sorry, 99.9. You're right. Sorry, there's a 0.1% chance it's not AI generated.
Yeah.
Now,
so you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Stacy's not your girlfriend, man.
I know.
Anyway,
I know.
So this was posted on Twitter, or X, sorry, as a fact of China's amazing rise in infrastructure prowess.
Right.
That's the reason, right? And it was shared a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like looking at it. In the comments, a lot of people were like, dude, that's AI.
Yeah.
But there were still people that like, China's so amazing and that kind of garbage you normally get. So, okay, obviously it's AI generated. We know that. Anyone can tell it's AI generated. It's a slop, okay? This is the account that has 31.6 million, 31.6 thousand followers, right?
He is one of tens of thousands.
Oh, it's just
of these
one.
Kind of
just
accounts,
one, right?
Right. But look, this guy, I looked at it and I knew. I said, there's something sus. I can always tell by the dead eyes.
Yes.
But I ran him through a Hive moderation as well. He's not real. He's not a real person.
Through a bunch of them, not just one. Here's another AI. What was it? AI or whatever. It's 100%. We know this is an AI avatar. Okay. So now you know the facts. Mm-hmm. A fake AI video shared by an account, a propaganda account. I'm just going to call it. It's a propaganda account.
Oh yeah, it's a propaganda bot mill from the CCP.
Yes,
for
which
Chinese propaganda.
Only posts Chinese propaganda. Posts fake AI. That's not the first fake AI video. It's posted.
No, it's just,
a lot. Yeah. Okay, it's just crap, right? So I was like, this is rubbish. Okay, this needs to be stopped. So I posted at Grok. Now, for those of you who don't know what Grok is the AI assistant of Twitter or X, okay? It belongs to X. It is their AI assistant. So I just said, at Grok, why is this AI-generated CCP propaganda from an account using an AI avatar allowed to be spread as fact here on X? Genuinely curious, because I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
So he says, the video shows real highways in China's Guizhou province, like the Duku or similar routes.
Count Dooku.
Yeah, Count Dooku, based on frame analysis and sources like the Global Times. No definitive evidence it's AI generated, though some edits may be present. The avatar appears to be a real photo. X allows such content under its free speech policies unless it violates rules on misinformation or harm, whatever. So Grok is saying that it's real footage.
And a real person.
And it's a real photo.
A Chinese agent account.
Yeah. Well, and we've just shown you the proof that it's all AI.
Yeah, it's a CCP misinformation, disinfo, bot propaganda
So this gets worse. I said, are you joking? This is not real at all and has been run through several AI detection websites which have flagged it as 99.9% AI generated. The avatar is AI generated too. Please double check as you are embarrassing yourself.
You're arguing with Grok.
Yes.
You're about to get Grok blocked, dude.
Thanks for the feedback. I'll double check multiple sources. Example, Global Times, Reddit, and TikTok.
Wow.
Okay. Now, why
Confirm
is it
similar real highways in Guizhou?
Yes, confirm similar real highways in Guizhou, like the Luan Expressway, with matching aerial views. AI detectors can false positive on edited footage. The avatar looks like a real photo. If you share the detector links, I can analyze further. So, I mean, do you understand that it's saying that, it's first of all defending this, saying that AI detectors can be wrong, okay? And on top of that, it's looking at the Global Times, it's Chinese state media propaganda.
Yeah.
And it's looking at TikTok, which is CCP-controlled propaganda. Right. It's only looking at CCP. Reddit as well is hugely infiltrated by
because it's a subreddit, it'll be a propaganda subreddit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's easy.
So I said, there are no such highways in China with so many tunnels leading to nowhere and cars disappearing into roads and each other. Here, run it through, whatever, and see. Honestly, even to the most untrained eye, this is clearly AI generated. I'm disappointed.
This is where it got wild, right?
Yeah. I reviewed the video frames. Highways match real ones in Guizhou, like the Liuzhou Anlong Anlong Expressway. By the way, it doesn't. Yeah. That is not. You can take any frame from there. You will not find.
It's not real.
It's not real.
None of it's real.
The mountains aren't real. They're like doubled up.
Yeah.
That's not the way the road goes. It's not real. He says, with mountain cuts and tunnels, sources, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit. Cars appear consistent. No clear disappearing.
What?
AI detectors often flag edited real footage. Hive moderation may detect enhancements. Similar videos are confirmed real. If you point to specific anomalies, I'll analyze further. So it's defending that very bad AI as being real and saying that Hive moderation could maybe detect real footage as AI.
From a CCP, disinformation, misinformation, bot propaganda account.
So while you're absolutely 100% wrong, there are 9 tunnel exits within a mile leading to nowhere. The cars are all badly AI generated and clearly disappear into the road or each other. The tunnel entrances float on the mountain and they are badly generated. This isn't even 1% real. How can you look at the screenshot and claim this is real? And if you look at that screenshot that I took, okay, you can see, look, the road disappears, the car's all stretched out and weird and gross. It's not real. No. Okay, no one thinks it's real. So I'm like, okay, surely it's going to be okay. It didn't reply to me. So I'm like, at Grok, this is a still from the above video. Clearly it's an AI video, correct? It's like looking at the still, there are visible anomalies like inconsistent car placements and tunnel line alignments that suggest AI generation or heavy editing.
This is what creeps me
However, similar real highways exist in Guizhou. For example, the Liuzhou Anlong Expressway per sources like TikTok and Global Times.
You didn't ask that.
No, I didn't. AI detectors can flag edited footage. I'm uncertain. Could be a mix. What specific detector results did you see? So it's still defending this thing as possibly real.
Wow.
This is an AI.
And throwing in propaganda points from the Chinese government when you didn't ask for them.
I did not. I asked, is this real or not? What does it have to say? It says, similar real highways exist.
You didn't ask that.
No. So I said, I can generate an AI video of Brad Pitt, and of course you'll find similar images of the real person online. No, this is clearly an AI video. It doesn't matter if you can find similar images or highways online. Am I correct? Because that's the real meat of the matter.
Yeah.
Is that it doesn't matter if there are real highways that look similar somewhere.
Yeah.
Is this an AI video?
Yes.
But it refuses to admit. It just refuses. Now he's like, you're right. Finding similar real images doesn't prove the video isn't AI generated. Just like with the Brad Pitt deepfake. Analyzing the frame shows anomalies like merging cars and floating tunnels consistent with AI. Real Guizhou highways exist, e.g. this and this and this.
Why has it got to keep saying that?
Exactly. If you have detector results, share for more review.
Because that's not even a representation of said highway. That's a fake video.
It's a fake
video.
You
never mentioned Guizhou highways.
And there is no highway there.
In fact, no one in the original post even mentioned Guizhou highways, did they? So why is it spouting propaganda at you?
It's very interesting because China's been pushing Guizhou highway propaganda, especially that bridge.
Right now.
In
that area.
So I said, could you please cite sources that aren't linked to the Chinese Communist Party? You are aware that Global Times is a CCP state-run propaganda outlet, right? And that TikTok is under the control of the CCP. Do you think that you're being manipulated into spreading CCP propaganda? So it went on, but this is where it finally came to a head. This guy,
Chinese guy, right?
Yeah, Aaron, he's a real Chad. So he came along and he said, the original creator of this video has accounts on both Kuaishou and Douyin. The account name is Guizhou Auntie Deng. If you check her account's works, you'll easily find that they are all AI generated. For the video we're discussing, when she posted it on Douyin, she clearly marked author's statement, content generated by AI, AIGC. So we can be 100% sure that this is an AI generated video. But strangely, this video didn't go viral in China because the vast majority of Chinese people know it's fake, especially the younger generation. Instead, it got popular in foreign media. And Grok didn't reply. So then he said, at Grok, this is an AI-generated video. When the original creator posted it on Douyin, they clearly marked it as created by AI. So he says, thanks for the heads up. The screenshot from Douyin clearly shows the AI GC label, indicating it's AI-generated. While China's highways are engineering feats, this video appears to be fabricated for effect.
No one brought that up!
Why does it have to glaze China?
It's not part of the conversation.
It's not. But it has to throw in, while China's highways are engineering feats. It's ridiculous. It's trying so hard. This is the original video, okay?
Yeah.
From the auntie.
Aaron posted
this Aaron posted. He went and recorded the original video from, here's the account. This is the kind of crap that they make, just so that you're all aware.
It's just for fun.
It's just garbage, like a corn truck made out of corn.
Right. It's the opposite of what we just watched.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Or like that. Or next.
What am I looking at?
It's like if I posted this and I said China's highways like this, China's highways are the future. Then Grok will say like, oh yeah, this is real. And you know what? China also has amazing, infrastructure.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so infuriating. So infuriating to deal with this. So we're not done with this conversation yet, by the way. So this is where that propaganda.
What the heck am I looking at?
I know, right? So that propaganda person/team/bot, whatever it is on Twitter that posted it, they took this, right, from this auntie on Douyin, and then they just reposted it as fact on X, and it was getting views. Here you can see in the note.
It's AI generated content.
That Aaron actually went on there and saw that it says it's AI generated, and it was only
some weird shit.
Dude, she's weird. Like, what is this, dude? What on earth is this?
What is that?
Well, I mean, you just need to post this and say, "Oh, China's living in the future. They have like
a
plant root animals, root women. Grow your own woman. China does it. What the heck?" So
this
anyway,
woman loves potatoes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So after it said that, I said, at Grok, why do you feel the need to say while China's highways are engineering feats?
It's almost like it was a mandate.
Yes. If someone posted a fake AI video about an American technology, would you defend it so readily and glaze America's infrastructure or achievements? I'm curious. It says, I included that phrase to provide balanced content, acknowledging verifiable facts about China's real infrastructure achievements while clarifying the video's fabrication. Yes, I'd apply the same approach to a fake video about American tech, not noting actual US feats like the interstate highway system. Now, I'm going to press X to doubt that. Because if somebody posts anything about America, an AI video, and you ask Grok, is this AI generated? It's gonna say yes.
If you had,
it's not gonna say, well, no, maybe not, and then you prove it, and you have to prove it 10 times, and then it finally says, well, while it might be fake, real things in America exist that are cool and whatever. It's not gonna do that.
I mean, in theory, no. Anyway, let's see this.
Okay, I said at Grok, good to know. So my original question that started all this is, why are fake AI propaganda videos allowed to be shared as stated facts by propaganda accounts using AI avatars here on X?
Because remember, on X, bot accounts shouldn't exist, especially foreign government misinformation accounts.
Yes. He said, yes, the spread of unmarked AI-generated content as real can indeed contribute to misinformation, regardless of the sources. X's policies prohibit synthetic media that deceives and causes harm, like widespread confusion on public issues. Enforcement relies on reports and tech detection. Reporting such posts help. China's real infrastructure is impressive, but fakes undermine trust.
This is scary.
Dude,
this is like a mandate. It's like there's a program. And I didn't say this is fact.
Yeah.
It's like X has like a programming thing that anytime China's mentioned, you have to glaze the infrastructure because that's what China's promoting right now.
Yes.
Dude.
Because, okay, I'm so sick and tired of this thing having to trying to defend China's infrastructure rather than just getting to the actual, root of the cause. Say, Grok, why are you so unable or unwilling to admit this was a fake AI video dressed up as fact? This video is a very low bar as far as fake AI videos are concerned. Do you lack the tools, or are you biased towards pushing a China has good infrastructure narrative? I'm genuinely curious and concerned. Says, I did confirm the video is AI generated based on the Douyin screenshot and creator's label. My initial responses acknowledged this while providing factual context on China's actual infrastructure to avoid implying all claims are false.
No one made that claim!
Exactly. I have tools like video analysis and search for verification. I'm built for neutrality. No bias toward any narrative. If needed, I could dive deeper. Okay, let's see.
This gets worse, doesn't it?
Yeah, please dive deeper as you defended the video as being real or maybe altered many times when clearly it's a bad fake, then cited Chinese state media and brought up their new bridge propaganda completely unprompted while constantly glazing China's infrastructure without reason. That's one screenshot I think is missing, is where it was like, while, this may be fake, real projects like the big bridge or whatever exist. And that was never mentioned, but it started to bring up the bridge.
Interesting.
Yeah, started to bring up the bridge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you sent me that one.
Says, I reviewed the video frames. It shows Douyin posts with surreal highway designs, e.g. roads forming animal shapes and explicit AIGC label pop-up confirming AI generation. My prior responses aimed to verify based on available evidence without assuming, while noting verifiable facts like China's actual bridges. There we go. E.g. by Panjiang for context. I cited sources like CGTN for accuracy, not endorsement. No bias. I'm designed for neutrality. If you have more... Now, the thing is, again, it's mentioning the bridges and stuff. There are no bridges.
Those are the bridges that China's promoting right now, and they're paying people to promote
that big blue bridge, the tallest, longest bridge. Why is it bringing that up?
You didn't talk about that.
No one talked about that bridge. I asked if this AI fake video about a highway with 1 billion tunnels was
real. You didn't even bring up Guizhou.
Yeah, there was no bridge in that footage.
No.
Not one.
No.
But now it's talking about this propaganda bridge.
You didn't bring this up.
Nope. So I said you cited Global Times and TikTok. Perhaps these screenshots of you defending the video as possibly real can help you understand why I'm concerned. So I put some of the screenshots of the previous conversation that you guys have seen where it kept saying, oh, this is probably real. This is very real. This is, like AI detection can be wrong. Says, thanks for sharing the screenshots. I see where your concern comes from. My early responses relied on cross-referencing sources and frame analysis, which showed similarities to real highways, leading to caution about calling it fully AI without proof. Once the Douyin AIGC label was provided, I confirmed it as generated. I'm here for your neutrality. If there's more to review, let's dive in. So it said, so you don't have any ability to detect AI videos then? This video cannot be considered even partially real. Even a child could see it's fake. This is a genuine worry and will allow misinformation to spread. How can you improve your detection ability? Because, I mean, honestly, how can it not see that was AI? I do have tools like frame analysis and source verification to detect AI content as used here. Once the AIGC label and inconsistencies were cleared, I confirmed it was generated. Detection isn't perfect yet. It's improving with XAI's ongoing advancements to help report blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I said, I would like to report the account that shared the fake AI video as real. The avatar of that account is also AI generated. Surely you can detect that. And the account only posts Chinese propaganda and nothing else. I'm trying to also ensure neutrality here. It says, understood. To report the account or post on X, tap the 3 dots to report misleading, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Regarding the avatar.
Yes.
My image analysis shows no clear AI artifacts.
Which is garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, come on.
It's fighting you. It says detection tech isn't infallible.
Yes. I said, I have run that avatar through multiple AI detection websites. Here are the results. I'm concerned that you are being taken advantage of by Chinese propaganda teams, especially since you seem to lack even basic AI detection abilities. Because it thinks it's a real picture.
Yeah, I mean, we ran that through like 4 of them.
Yeah. Thanks for the detection results. Reanalyzing the avatar with my tools, including reverse search, no matches found, and pattern checks, it aligns with AI generation indicators like those you shared. Detection tech varies, but this suggests it's likely generated. XAI works with to enhance these tools on propaganda concerns and blah, 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 blah. So, guys, I had to give it on a plate actual massive results saying, look, this is definitely AI. And it kept saying like, no, it's real. I'm like, no, it's AI. No, it's real. No, it's AI. Then it's like, oh, well, those detection sites can be wrong too. And then I'm like, no, here, look. And then it's like, yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, but China has good infrastructure.
Yes. What the heck is wrong with this system? This is why, you know how dangerous this is? It's because I'll just finish this up and then I'll give you my final thoughts. I said, do you not find it strange that accounts such as this post immense amounts of pro-CCP propaganda on a platform that is blocked in China? Especially misinformation was uncovered here using fake AI videos to prove China's infrastructure prowess. Do you not think these accounts have a nefarious purpose? It says, it is indeed paradoxical given X's block in China since 2009. From diverse sources, Chinese state media like CGTN state their aim is to share China's view globally and counter biases. Critics in reports from New York Times, BBC, and ASPI describe it as influence operations, including misinformation via AI content. Purposes are debated. Some see diplomacy, others strategic agendas. If you have a specific account, I can analyze further. Oh man, this is so annoying. I'm like,
so you said,
I said, I want you to analyze this guy who spread this now proven fake AI video.
States is a German user.
Sure. Posting from Chinese media sources. Recent posts focus heavily on positive China infrastructure, e.g. bridges, highways, with one confirmed AI-generated video presented as real. Avatar shows AI indicators per prior checks. Reports from Washington Post, BBC, and ASPI notes similar accounts in pro-China networks, often for influence. If misinformation, report to X. I can dive deeper on specifics. I said, how can I help you detect and report such accounts? Surely a large CCP propaganda campaigns and accounts such as these should not run rampant on X, spreading misinformation unchecked. So I got a kind of a sort of a resolution here. Thanks for your offer to assist. Feedback like yours helps X, blah, 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 blah. You can do this. I said, can you please suggest to your dev team that foreign government interference or targeted influence operation or some such similar option can be added to the reporting feature? Because it's saying click report and you can choose one of 3 things. Usually it's like hate or, something like that. But we need that as a feature.
For sure.
So it said, I'll pass your suggestions on to the XAI team for consideration in improving X's reporting tools. Categories like that could help address coordinated influence efforts based on reports from sources like ASPI and Freedom House. Thanks for the input. I said, please also forward this entire thread to a conversation to them. There's much to be learned from our conversation on how Chinese propaganda has been able to avoid detection here on X. And it said, will do. Now, the thing is, that video, finally, because I made such a stink about it, and I requested that, we need a note on this thing, it got a community note. But after it had a community note for a short while, it was deleted. The post was deleted. So they actually deleted the post.
Chinese government deleted the post.
When they got caught out and when it was causing too much of a stink. So here's how I want to just cap this off. What you saw there was a demonstration of how China has manipulated foreign AI. People use AI these days, like ChatGPT or Grok or Copilot or whatever they're using, to fact check things, okay? Or just to gain knowledge. You ask, like, right now, if you have a question, the easiest way to find an answer is to ask AI. You'll be like, hey, Grok, when did the Civil War end? And it'll give you the information, right? Because it goes out online and finds the sources. And people are now just accepting it as fact. When you ask AI something, like Grok or ChatGPT, if I go and I say, hey, Grok, is this true? Because somebody's making a crazy claim, like, oh, if you drink bleach, you cure cancer. Hey, Grok, is this true? It'll say no, or it'll give you sources as to why you shouldn't do that, or it'll warn you that it's bad for your health, or whatever, right? Now, if I'm asking Grok, is this video about China's amazing infrastructure real? Because I'm having doubts. It's tricking my eyes. And it says, it looks like it's real. Or it's real. There's nothing to say that it's AI, which is what it did.
You had to fight for hours.
I had to fight for hours for a very, very, very blatantly obvious fake video.
And a very unimportant video.
Yes.
Yeah, I want people to understand how this pertains to important things, too.
Yeah.
The Chinese government is putting hundreds of thousands of pieces of media that are actually devastating.
Yes.
We are genocide denial, lies, spreading lies about America to cause civil conflict.
Yes.
This is across the board.
It's crazy. But that's the biggest problem is not only did it not debunk it as fake, which it should have, because it's so easy to detect that any AI detection thing we ran it through immediately picked it up as being fake.
Yeah.
And Grok is apparently supposed to have those tools, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So it couldn't pick up that it was fake. But not only that, it kept inserting Chinese propaganda. It brought up that stupid bridge when it was not prompted to do that.
No.
It brought up certain highways, and it kept glazing China's advanced infrastructure throughout the entire conversation, unprompted. I was literally asking, is this real? Why are they allowed to spread fake things? And with the avatar, which is clearly AI, it defended it. It said, no, it's a real picture. It looks like a real picture. Only after like really hammering it. So anyone who's doing a cursory request or query with Grok, this can now be proven with regards to Chinese propaganda, is going to get the wrong answer. They're going to get some absolute garbage to say, yes, this stupid thing. Yeah, I mean, I did.
Yeah.
So why won't they?
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to get something saying this AI slop is real and that China does have like floating tunnel entrances and disappearing cars and
that an auntie made on an AI app in China is a joke.
Is this not worrying?
It's very worrying. It's very worrying. Can I tell my analysis real quick?
Go for it.
I want people to use critical thinking to think about why this happened. I want you to think about why is China running tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of these fake accounts, right? Promoting Chinese propaganda, especially accounts that are pretending to be a white guy from Germany.
Yeah.
The Chinese government's running accounts pretending to be people that are not Chinese to spread its narratives from its government. Why? Because nobody would believe them if it came from them, right?
Yeah.
They have to lie and deceive and cheat. And if they're getting Western systems like X or ChatGPT or any of these on their side to help do their dirty bidding, we have a very dark future ahead of us. Because you shouldn't be a government that has to spend billions of dollars to lie and make fake people to promote your narrative.
Correct.
It's wrong, it's stupid, it's evil, and you probably shouldn't help them be doing it.
Correct.
Right.
Also, I just want to point out that the first sources that it went to were Chinese propaganda sources.
Yeah.
And that's how China influences this.
We call it source washing.
Yeah. They basically pump out garbage statistics and garbage facts, untruths from state media.
Yeah.
And not only just the Global Times, which constantly lies, proven lies about everything, but places like TikTok, which have the Chinese government influence tainted all over it, And so that's where these algorithms and these AIs are going to get their information from. Because if China says there's no crime, if the Chinese government says we've had 0 murders in 100 years, and they put it out as an official statistic, of course the AI is going to go to their government statistics and say, like, China has no crime, if you ask.
We've seen China pay malware websites to write fake statistics about China, then SEO them, search engine optimization them to the top of Google. So then the Google prompt will say the wrong thing that they put in.
It's insane, guys. And this is...
We're reading history.
What you've seen here is probably the first actual demonstration of how China has managed to manipulate foreign AI and manipulate foreign platforms to basically defend their fake propaganda. Okay? And it was such a hard battle. So, I mean...
But the account's still up there, isn't it?
Of course the account's
Why?
up there.
It's not. You're not supposed to have misinformation bot campaigns or accounts from the CCP.
Yeah, but it's there. And the problem is there are thousands of these things.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? Maybe hundreds of thousands of them. And they're not being addressed. And if it takes me an entire evening of basically flame war with the freaking AI just to get one video community noted, never mind taken down. They took it down of their own volition. Just to get a community noted. It's an uphill battle. It's impossible to fight this massive movement of these thousands and thousands of similar accounts. Some of them run by real people. Some of them run by teams of people. Some of them run by bots. Just pushing out fake propaganda about China, how amazing China's infrastructure is, using fake AI junk.
Much more nefarious things than that.
I also want to cap this off, guys, by saying, what if the video was really good? What if it was good AI?
What if it told Americans to rise up against their own fellow man?
Oh, sure.
They do that
They do
now.
that. But I'm saying, what if it was, you get these like Sora AIs and stuff where it looks very real. What if it was a very real looking video, but it seemed just slightly off, and you ask Grok or you ask ChatGPT or whatever, is this AI generated? The fact that it couldn't detect something as garbage and sloppy as that means there's no way in hell it can detect a good AI video. A good AI video, it will probably tell you that you are AI for asking if it's real or not.
Maybe only if it's Chinese. Anyway, the community can do some experiments.
I would like to put this out as a call to action to everyone. I would like to start pointing this kind of thing out. I would like you to not just accept it as fact. If you see it, flag it, talk about it, ask a Grok or ask whatever, ask people, just discuss it. We need this to stop. It's becoming overwhelming.
Again, this is one example, and the biggest problems are the foreign influence in America campaigns that these accounts do.
Correct.
They'll have people supporting the left. They'll have people supporting the right. They'll do whatever inflames an argument to try to get people controversial issues, racism. They'll do everything they can to cause chaos in the U.S., and that's the biggest problem.
Yeah. Anyway, we should move on from this. Sorry, that took a long time, but this is important, guys.
Yep.
All right. Let us move on. Oh, yes. A lie is as good as the truth if you can get somebody to believe in it. And that is a good quote. And someone's goat told me that.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I can't remember the guy. It's some Gorgon's goat or something.
Oh, that was his account?
Yeah. Oh. He gave me that quote. Because there were people watching this whole thing happen last night.
True. Well, beyond the Great Firewall, this is the reality of the situation in China. This is what's happening on the Chinese internet, especially stuff that gets removed. I translate it.
Oh, okay. We're just going to play that for you. Then we don't need to frame by frame this. We'll play it and then we can give the gist. Okay, because it's subtitled. I saw you subtitling that. I know it was a long thing. Sorry. There we go. All right. I'll get us out of there. And make sure the volume is correct. All righty.
This is eye-opening as hell.
Yes. This is in Shanghai, right?
Yep.
Sophisticated city in China. 你上24啊？那你不休息啊？刚才那手机的一会儿。你别逗了，你上24咋不休息啊？晚上我找的时候得眯一会儿吧，休息就这个。你24小时连轴转，那老板给你双份工资？没有啊。行，你别逗我了，我都不相信你上24小时咋不要命了？真上24，这所有动画好像都上。 所有女生都这样子，那我咋休息啊？休息就是再来个人，然后替替你，你都睡个2到5小时。给多少钱？那就为啥？我看你也不大呀。我刚毕业，大学刚毕业。
Pause that real quick. So this guy is a university graduate, potentially with a master's degree.
Yeah, he's just graduated university. Yes. He says
he's working at a gas station in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And making $421 per month in the most expensive, sophisticated Western city in China that wouldn't even come close to paying your rent.
No.
He is making, as an adult male with a degree, $421 a month. And what's worse is he has to get a job. He has to work 24 hours a day with no breaks unless there's no cars that show up, so that he can sneak in his sleep.
Yeah, so he can like pass out in between cars coming in. But if you know China, with the sheer volume of people, the cars are going to be nonstop all day.
And this is going to lead us into maybe the most important topic of today. There is something nasty brewing under the surface in China right now.
It's more important than my AI flame war.
No, well, important from the China perspective.
Okay, cool.
Like on the ground in China.
You got to get a competition going here. Like, whose topic's more important?
I thought your topic was very important.
Just kidding. I was just talking nonsense.
But in a different way.
Yes, everything's important we discuss.
This is
you know what's most important is our audience.
Of course.
Just saying.
Now, what's important about this is what's important to the government, is having all your government employees take videos for propaganda of cleaning up and not actually doing the job. That's what's more important.
Sure, of course. Propaganda is the most important thing in China,
yes.
like a stupid AI highway.
But this leads me into the worldview. And this is something that is rocking China. It is causing insane... We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Okay, you want me to fast forward this?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, okay, I will. I'll do that in the background.
There's something rocking China. It's called the K visa. If you don't know what a visa is basically the thing you get in your passport.
I guess some people that don't travel.
Yeah, some people haven't traveled.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's not a credit card.
It's also not this.
Okay.
It's a thing that's in your passport.
Yeah, it's not this. I'll fast forward
It's a thing in your passport that lets you enter another country, right? Mm-hmm. You need a visa to go to China.
Ah, yes.
And here's the deal. The visa to be able to get into China doesn't allow you to work. What's happened is as soon as this whole shenanigans happened with the visa situation here in America with the H-1B stuff, China looked at this and they go, crap, soft power opportunity. We're going to open up an immigration visa.
Yes.
Called the K visa. And what it's going to do, and this is insane if you understand what's happening on the ground right now in China, it's going to allow professional graduates in the STEM field, science, technology, to come to China and work in a country that the entire current administration in China has taught its people to hate the outside world. Almost all of the foreigners have left China because of the amount of xenophobia post-COVID.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The government has told everyone that we need to just join together as Han Chinese people. We're one unified people, right?
Yeah.
They're using eugenics. They're teaching all kinds of horrific ideology in the education system. They're doing mock things where kids are blowing up foreigners and shooting all kinds of stuff like this. They're promoting hate-filled movies. They're trying to rile up the populace to get ready for a potential conflict at some point so that they're all unified, right? And then they go, crap, how do we fight the U.S. right now? Let's have an immigration visa. The country went insane.
Yeah, and I just have to put something into perspective here. We were both foreigners working in China. In order for a foreigner to work in China, it's very difficult. You have to get something called a Z visa, and you need a foreign expert certificate, which is like a little
very communist thing.
Yeah. So you have to prove that you can do something that a Chinese person can't. One of the very few things that foreigners can do that Chinese people can't do is speak a language because it's their mother tongue. So you get this book and it proves that you have an expertise in something because a person born in China is not going to have the same level of fluency in your mother tongue, right? So you get your foreign expert certificate, then you get your visa, and it's usually for a year at a time. You have to renew it every year. Okay, it's tough to work in China. If you're married and you're on a spousal visa, you're not allowed to work. You're only allowed to visit your spouse. Okay, tourist visas, you can go in, you can look around, you got to leave. It's that simple. Now, here's a little fact that you might not know. There are fewer foreigners in the whole of China.
1.4 billion people.
Yes, than there are in the city of Berlin in Germany.
Yes.
There's like 834,000 foreigners in the whole of China. Now, that includes Korean people, Japanese people, Taiwanese. So, if you're walking around, you wouldn't know because, you're looking at basically
if you're
Asian
unaware.
people, if you're unaware, right? So just to bear that in mind, they have very few foreigners in China.
Yeah, that's not Indians, that's not black people, that's not white people.
Yeah, they're very few.
Yes,
very few. So the idea of opening the floodgates, so to speak, and allowing foreign talent to come in is crazy. And the reason behind this, as you said, is the H-1B visa. For those of you who don't understand how that works, is America's had this H-1B visa option, which has been taken advantage of, unfortunately, which has led to the current situation. But the whole point behind it is, if you're a talented person, if you're like a scientist, if you're a coder,
America wants it.
if you're somebody who can actually provide something to America, some kind of skill, you can come in on the skilled talent visa, whatever it's called, the H-1B visa, and then you can work in America. And it's been good for America for a number of reasons because you get scientists and you get, doctors and engineers and whatever. They come on over here and they actually make things better in America and help America develop new technology and so on. But because it's been taken advantage of by agents and, sort of crappy, I guess there wasn't very good oversight. Now the current administration has put in this thing where it's like, well, if you want to, apply for an H-1B visa, your company has to pay $100,000. So this has obviously thrown a huge wrench into the whole system, and it stopped people from wanting to come to America because it's too expensive. So China saw this as an opportunity. People. Yeah, some people. China has seen this as an opportunity to flip off America and give them a big middle finger and say, well, you're going to charge people. Guess what? We're going to make it free. We're going to offer this K visa, which is now the same thing as your H-1B visa, to bring in talented people. And they're going to come here rather than you, and we're going to prove that we're better than you. That's the whole thing behind it. Mm-hmm. The problem is that the jobs that they're saying the K visa is good for, STEM, engineers, that's what Chinese people are good at. That's not something that's needed in China. I've met some of the smartest people in China. That's what they study for. They're excellent at coding. They're excellent at being engineers. They're excellent at doing these jobs. They don't need, there's such a small pool of jobs in China right now, especially for, as you can see, graduating students end up working for $400 at a gas station in Shanghai. There's a small pool of jobs. Now you're going to give those little jobs to foreigners just so that you can look good and make America look bad. The local people are furious.
They are so pissed off.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you guys about the 20% unemployment rate for youth? And then they stopped counting and closed down the entire department? Mm-hmm. Some estimates are up to 40% youth unemployment.
Yeah.
The youth don't have jobs, and now they have to take care of their parents and grandparents in a system that doesn't have social programs.
Yeah.
There's no social programs. It's not a communist country.
Nope.
It's just a dictatorship.
Yeah.
They don't provide for people. So now the people don't have jobs, and they go... And they've been taught to hate. And they've been taught that everyone on the outside is bad.
Yeah.
And then the Chinese government, who is supposed to provide for them under a communist system, goes, we're going to let a bunch of foreigners in. Not only that, specifically Indians.
Yes.
China's been teaching their people to hate India for so long now.
It's crazy.
They have land disputes in the Arunachal Pradesh.
Yes.
They have soldier clashes every year. There are Chinese soldiers that have died in these clashes. And so people are whiplashed. They go, we don't have jobs. We don't have money. Now the people you told us to hate, we're supposed to like, and we're supposed to give them our jobs?
Yeah.
Nuts, dude.
That's why stuff like this is coming out.
I, to this day, in my entire history as a China watcher, have not seen the populace be so unafraid to criticize the government.
Yes.
Because there's nothing left at that point.
Yeah.
They're not scared to get disappeared anymore or go to jail for expressing their opinion. Millions of people are going crazy because they go, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, they feel betrayed.
Yeah. So now they're posting all these, videos of the soldiers that were actually in these conflicts with India who were killed, in these disputes. And they're basically posting all their, how would you say it? Like their anger, all their angry comments about why would we allow the foreigners in here, the ones that killed our Chinese, martyrs, that type of thing.
Yeah. Now here's the deal. I want to make sure we're not discussing like whether you believe in immigration or not. This is not the conversation. I always look at these bullshit chats sometimes and I'm like, come on guys, let's rein it in. This is not about that. I don't care if you believe in immigration or not. This is about the whiplash that China's suffering right now.
Yes.
The people are so confused.
Yeah.
They're like, what have you done, government? We're supposed to hate. Now I don't have a job, and I really won't have a job now that you handed for face points.
Yes.
You handed it just to give the middle finger to the U.S.
There's a specific guy who's considered a martyr, who you probably see his image pop up here and there all the time, who was, unfortunately killed in one of these border disputes with India.
Yeah.
That they're using as like a figurehead behind this movement. And they keep like, how can you sully his memory by allowing Indians to come and take our job? And I mean, it's a ridiculous, very racist thing that's going on here.
Oh no, I didn't.
It's very xenophobic.
Yeah, but it's predictable. It's very predictable.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a big fan of India personally, having been there and grew up with Indian friends.
Yeah, shout out to India. I love India. I love China.
Just telling you the idea. I mean, it's horrible to be stuck between two worlds because when you live in China, I I really love Japan and I really love India, but my Chinese friends hate Japan and they hate India. And it's tough to be in that kind of situation where you have to skirt that line, you know?
Well, I just think it's so funny that the government's told these people from day one that it's wrong if you are supportive of India or Japan or any of these countries, the foreign world.
Yes.
But now you have to support them. It reminds me so much of when it was Zero COVID.
Yes.
And they're like, you'll get disappeared if you say, oh, this is bullshit. I don't want to take 2 tests per day and get locked in my apartment and starve to death. Then you get disappeared.
Yes.
But the next day, when they said, let's not do this COVID thing anymore.
Yeah.
They painted over the murals, ripped down the banners, and then you got in trouble if you said, oh, I really miss getting my PCR test.
Sure.
I really want to get COVID. I think the government did a great job with COVID. They're like, no, don't talk about COVID.
Do you think they're going to walk this back?
I don't know. It was a stupid idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was just because they want to,
nobody's going to go
brag
to China
and show off. They want to show off that they're better than America.
Yeah, because no one's going to go.
But they're willing to really screw over their own people in order to just score points on the international stage.
That's how it is every time. And people are bringing up some very sensitive events.
Yes.
They're bringing up this guy, right? Like you said, he's a martyr. He died in the clashes with Indians on the border.
Yes.
So they're putting his mural around. And what do? The government... I'll show you an example. They promoted him as a martyr.
Yes.
You, in 2023 here, promoted Chen Xiangrong as a martyr of your government against India.
Yes.
Now they don't want people talking about him.
It's
you made
interesting.
this.
Yeah. Did you do the screen recording? Where...
Yeah, I did, but I figured it was going to go over too long.
Okay, all right.
There's a couple conversations here. These are the points, right? So the People's Daily, which is the mouthpiece
they
of the
started to
Communist Party,
see this backlash.
Yeah. They fought against it.
Yeah.
Instead of just letting it die down, letting people get mad, they said, there are pro-foreign and sycophantic advocates who believe that the country has sufficient reserves of local talent. So why seek far and wide to introduce foreign talent? Such a perspective is overly narrow. China literally said that exact same thing right before this.
Yes.
They literally said we have all the talent we need.
Yes.
We're self-sufficient. We don't need stupid America and all these other countries.
Yes, that's it.
They said that in the same paper.
Yeah,
in the same paper.
Number 2. So this is what they're doing is they're addressing the 4 common criticisms against this K visa.
Yes.
Number 2. There are job displacement advocates who believe that the threshold for K visa is not high enough and attracting young foreign talent will snatch jobs away from local workers. This is an unnecessary worry.
They don't say why.
That is their answer.
It's unnecessary.
Like, you might be worried about your jobs. This is an unnecessary worry. Move on.
So CCP, like pig-headed, like I don't give a shit about the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, this is the mouthpiece of the CCP Central Committee.
What about number 3, sorry.
There are immigration crisis advocates who believe that the immigration problems in some countries serve as a recent cautionary tale. So why insist on jumping into the fire pit? This is baseless nonsense.
That's their answer. This is baseless nonsense.
Winston.
Yeah.
Before this article, the People's Daily and all of Chinese media was anti-immigration and literally played videos and said, look at what happens to these European countries and America and stuff when they allow immigration. They literally did this to themselves.
They constantly were showing video clips and writing articles about, how illegal immigrants cause trouble in America, how immigrants cause trouble in the UK and all of that. Like, that's been their whole thing.
In their outlets.
And now they're like, this is baseless nonsense.
Now you have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
It's just not so insulting to the Chinese people.
Yeah, I love number 4. There are security risk advocates who believe that K visas may introduce people with potential risks which could impact national security and social governance. This reflects a lack of confidence. In other words, just the Chinese government.
That's insane.
You remember how they put up those massive campaigns to say, keep an eye on any foreigners you see because they could be spies. If you turn in a foreign spy, you'll get a reward.
Yeah.
If you, report on a foreigner who's doing something.
What a 180.
Now it's like, this is just
Let
a lack
everyone
of
know
confidence.
Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Yeah, come on. They're not a risk to national security. No.
You can see how people are really pissed
Dude,
off.
it's so stupid. The government's really like... Yeah, this is the original thing in Chinese, just so you can see the source. Damn it, who can face these soldiers with a clear conscience? Such traitors and sellouts. Hashtag K visa.
I don't want this account anymore. Did you see what I said? They don't care anymore.
Yeah.
They'll get rid of, and not only account means you can get in trouble legally too, like in China.
Yeah.
You can't post this kind of stuff.
Heard they're going to open up the K visa to welcome Indians. And they post this martyr who was killed by Indians on the border, these clashes that they have all this. And remember, China doesn't get into any kind of, like conflicts, do they?
Not at all. No, international conflicts, never.
Yes.
Chinese people are digging up really sensitive events. For example, this plane crash.
Right.
They're claiming that they paid out to foreign victims of the plane crash.
Yeah.
Right? China Air. They paid
17.2 million.
Yeah, 17.2 million RMB to the families of the foreign victims.
Yes.
But they only paid 30,000 to the Chinese victims. Now, I don't even know if that's true. But that's the kind of stuff that's going around as a result of this
xenophobia has been ramped up.
It's nuts.
Incredibly
Well,
high.
if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, I've been stoking xenophobia as the leader of China now for 10 plus years. And if now everyone's mad because I want open immigration with this K visa, and I tell everyone they're wrong, even though they're quoting things that I said yesterday.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this K visa thing's bigger than people know. What's going on with this?
Just at schools, an example. They're teaching kids how to carry bombs on their back and go blow up Japanese people, right?
Yeah.
Like it is just what the education system is in China, right?
Yeah.
Just an example, right?
Sure, very xenophobic. We know that, specifically towards certain people.
In reality, Chinese society is this.
Yeah.
People are struggling to make a living. No one's showing up to buy stuff in some of these food. That's why these food vendors are having these clashes, right? They're stressed out. They're doing delivery jobs, working day and night, carrying their babies around on their back, delivering takeout to people, and getting commission on these takeouts for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Barely able to survive. This is in freaking Guangdong, right?
Yeah,
One of the most richest provinces in China. This is a 19-year-old man. His father died, his mother remarried, and abandoned the family. He has cerebral palsy, and he has to work construction. And then after his construction job, he has to sell food after work to support his baby brother. And by the way, he carries around his baby brother at his jobs.
Yeah, of course.
China doesn't have social programs. It's struggling. This is one anecdotal example, but it's a very, very serious example about people are having a rough time of it.
Yeah, of course.
They're looking at this K visa thing like a massive slap in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's just not cool. Another guy freaking out.
Putting all the shared bikes on the road to block.
So, on that very sort of dour note, it's time for us to head into our Q&A section, which is Yamcha, guys. It's Friday. So, this is the section where we answer your questions and you question our answers. We had a couple of rants and so on in this episode, and thank you for sticking through with us. If you're not watching us live or you're not watching on the weekend, we say goodbye to you because it's time to loosen the tie and get right into the Q&A.
Yes.
So what do we got?
Mao Xinyu's left nostril says the